Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Adventures in Silvernell, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our weekly game of Dungeons & Dragons 5e. I'm Scott Nicholson, your game master for the evening, and this is episode 8 of Dragontooth Academy. Let's say hello to our students. Where they are. There they are. Erica Webb. Ben Dale.
I am just a guy.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, there.
And Tanner Messer.
Well, hello.
This is a campaign of unfiltered evil, and that means it's rated R for trickery, murder, and massive elections. Welcome back to Dragontooth Academy. Welcome back, everybody. All right, we do not have a recap video because I got really lazy this past week, so I'll just go ahead and tell you what happened. Last time on episode 7 was the student senior party. Basically, B and Bognak grew tails from drinking a potion. There's a lot of talk of Fendaga, this mystery person. And
A lot of talk.
yeah, Kincaid the Conqueror murdered a young mouse folk girl in her dorm. His bird got killed, and then he killed Matuna in the temple. And where we ended is that he just heard a noise and looked behind him, and Kyoko had traded on him and went and got Artheon Hallowchild. And we stand now with Kincaid and his summoned creature, Drogo, looking over the railing at Artheon smirking, saying, "You done fucked up," with Kyoko standing there. Meanwhile, on the same floor at the hothouse, all of you are getting high with Isalela Thelman. I believed you guys had leaned out to see what was going on. I don't remember. Was that a thing? You all heard it. You all heard Artheon yelling. But anyways,
Oh, yeah.
what you see now is Kyoko quickly, because he's super fast, runs up the stairs, the floor to where Kincaid is. "Oh, traded on me, you motherfucker." He goes, "Hey, man, it's nothing personal. Don't even worry about it." Artheon says, Kincaid, I can't believe you would try to murder a freshman." "Try to murder? I did murder. Look at him. He's on the floor unalive." Artheon slowly walking up the railing, very dramatic, or the steps, holding onto the railing. He's talking. See, that's just not how I see it, Kincaid. To me, it kind of looks like you tried to kill Matuna, and you failed. Kincaid looks behind him and sees him. As Artheon raises his hand, Matuna comes alive and looks over and sees Kyoko. It says, "Did it work?" Kyoko says, "Yeah." Helps him up, puts his arm up. Matuna stands up. Kincaid goes, "What the fuck? Oh, you think you're some magic healer? Get him, Drogo!" Drogo, the big monster wolf thing, jumps out as Kyoko waves his hands out and pulls one arm back. Drogo gets really stiff. Boom! Falls down on the ground, almost like a plank of wood. What are you doing?" See, as I said before, Kincaid, you tried, but you didn't succeed. Did he, Kyoko? Kyoko goes, "I didn't see him succeed. Looks like Matuna's alive to me. What do you think, Matuna?" "Yeah, he definitely didn't get me. And I really don't see anybody else around." "Wait a minute." and looks down, and you see Professor Ingers swarm into the death's door from the stairs leading up from the furnace in the library. What's going on? Teach! We just caught a freshman trying to kill another freshman, but it looks like he didn't succeed. What? Is this true? No, this is not true. Artheon's full of shit. I killed Matuna. Matuna? And Matuna's like, no, ma'am. He tried, but I was too strong and I fended him off. If Artheon wouldn't have got here, I probably would have killed him in retaliation. But I believe the punishment here at Dragontooth is worse than what I could have done. Yes, the punishment for failing a murder is quite severe. Well, Teach, says Artheon, I guess he's all yours. Kincaid goes, you don't want to do this, Artheon. We could work together. I'm collecting pieces of a sword that will call upon a phoenix. A phoenix can fly us away. See, that's a good offer, Kincaid, but I kinda don't give a shit. You son of a... And he's gonna go for him, and then you're gonna see the eyes of Inger just roll back into her head, almost all the way back, as there are separate pupils on the other side of her eyes that are like kind of pointy a little bit and radiating this like white light. And, Kincaid, it's too bad. And just look at Kincaid, and you see Kincaid's eyes just get kind of dizzy. Yes, I shall go with Professor Inger. Just gonna start walking down the stairs. Poof, his Drogo summoned creature disappears. Come with me. He walks down the steps. And she's going to look around. Are you guys out of the room?
Nope. I'm not.
I was chilling.
Well,
Or either I'm in the house or I'm with Elenia
Yeah.
Okay.
doing things in her room. Those are my options.
Okay. She takes him, and you see they walk from death's door to the corner, down the steps into the library area. Artheon and Kyoko, boom, just high five, and take Matuna, and you hear him say, "Come on, Matuna, let's get you settled in. You did great." And they're going to walk down the steps, each floor, to death's door, and they're out. Welcome back, party people. What would you like to do? And when you're done, we're going to jump 3 weeks into the future.
Well, first I'm gonna put down the router pipe because I think I'm a paranoid high, and that really messed with my head just now. I would I guess going back for the night. Probably B and I walked back to the dorm together. I was like, oh, we got tails. This is cool. We got tails, and you know what you have that you know how we got here? I got that this cool necklace. You got that sword. Why aren't you using that sword? You gotta look at it for an hour. You just gotta sit there and just stare at it, and then something really cool happens. That's what happened with this.
B pulls the sword out of her hair because that's where she was keeping it, of course, and is just kind of staring at it for a second. B almost forgot that she had taken that sword off of the senior at the beginning, and B just kind of shrugs. Right, almost. B just kind of shrugs her shoulders and kind of sheaths the sword in her belt a little bit, and goes back to chasing her new tail as she's walking behind Bognak.
Are you going back to your dorm?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on the way there, I'm like, we can use that for a really, really good prank tomorrow. All right, we're gonna do this, and so I'm gonna fix the bed. I think the stuff should get in. I'm gonna change it so I hit the side, and the net drops down on him. The bed falls apart. You're standing there with the sword, real scary, right? We're just gonna scare the crap out of Salazar.
Yeah,
Salazar.
let's prank him.
Yeah,
I don't like that
Zanzibar?
guy. He smells.
Whatever his name is,
all
I
right.
don't care.
As
all he does is, I'm gonna kill you for
you
breathing.
stone motherfuckers.
Yeah.
As you walk back to your dorm, Zanzibar Royd is walking out with these 2 big bags. Get out of my way.
Zanzibar, that's a new guy?
Zanzibar Royd? Wow, you are
No,
stoned.
He had a different voice. He had a very different voice than he's had. That's why I was confused.
He's sick.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Bee's gonna attempt to trip him with her tail since he's like holding stuff and he can't catch
Something-
himself.
All right, so he's gonna roll a dexterity saving throw. He just lifts a foot as you're getting used to it. It's probably about as heavy as your whole body. Just
Literally.
he just lifts his foot.
He puts her hands on her hips and goes as he walks by.
Is that my stuff? Where are you going?
It looks like it's like some of the bags of stuff that he had when he moved in.
Where? Did they process a transfer? All right.
Some of us are moving up in the world, you puny bitches. Scott's in a mood tonight.
Honestly, this is an absolute win. Good luck, man. Hope your new room works out for you. And Bognak just like drunkenly stumbles back to his room.
Yes.
Bee just whispers, "So can we still prank him later?"
I don't know. I'm so stoned right now. I didn't even recognize him, so no. I think I've got face blindness. I think I'll prank the wrong person.
Layla tells Yumi and Penny she's gonna stay behind 'cause she's just not feeling anything yet. What are you guys doing?
Is Elena still here?
Yeah, she is feeling it.
I'm gonna ask her to see her room. She had mentioned seeing it before, and we hadn't gone back that way, so I'm gonna ask her to see her.
Oh, her room?
Room in the advanced student quarters.
Oh, she tells you she couldn't take you there if she tried. She doesn't remember. I mean, she couldn't take. I mean, the way that the portal is set up, only the teachers can set it up where students get it into there.
Oh, that sounds like an awfully exclusive club.
It's not that great. I mean, there's like some lockers and like more lounge area and like nicer bedrooms, but it's honestly not that big of a deal. I mean, actually, the nicer having actual doors where you can't see into the bedrooms is kind of nice.
I would assume so. Well, I think I'm gonna also head back to my room,
Okay.
and then Penny will finish up, the rotation, and then she will head out.
Yeah, Yumi's also just gonna head out at this point.
Okay. Time jump?
Yes. There are things I want to do the next day, but it's like we've talked about it, so you can just say how successful or unsuccessful those things were.
Well, just say it on stream. What are these things? If you
Cool.
need to do anything, we can roll.
Yeah, I
for
have
it.
my time stuff. I have my overtime stuff.
Yeah, all right. So this is the time
Yeah.
now. In these 3 weeks, we can quickly go over things that you want to do, and we can do some rolls for it.
Gotcha. So basically, I wanted to talk to Aviv again the next day and be like, "Hey, look, we're on the same side as far as the bleed concerned. I'm not really into it, but I'm loyal to my friends, and Yumi's one of them, and I'd like him to be one as well. Because we had that friendship, and then it went away. And then I'm also going to plug, and hey, B's a really loyal friend too. So, if I know he got off on the wrong foot there, but she can't even read, so the bleed doesn't really mean much to her.
Okay, so Aviv Trath is like, I'm going to be honest with you. I was so drunk, I don't even remember talking to you. All I know is I know you're Bognak from the bleed, from the orbs, but I also want to abolish the bleed, and I don't really go around saying that a lot. So I guarantee that we actually did meet. So go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Cool. Here we go. Persuasion. 17.
One positive relationship point with Aviv Trath.
Cool. And then I was just going to ask Inger if I should run for student government, since I'm her Padawan.
She is going to tell you, if you have already you already have a good relationship. Yeah, the voice. You already have a good relationship because with the school. Like people know who you are, whether they like you or dislike you. They know who you are, so you have clout in either direction. So people won't ignore you, which is good. So they'll pay more attention to you. She doubts you'll be able to get president or vice president, maybe secretary or treasurer, but you could definitely run for basic council member or a representative of your house. But yeah, and because you are her Padawan, she's going to tell you anyone who runs against Artheon Hallowchild is going to have a difficult time, and she does so.
Okay, noted. I was not planning on running against Artheon anyway. Just a basic council member, not too ambitious. Cool. I'll take the forum then. I'll run. And then we've talked about, and then talking to Breezer and trying to make him a little idol for Asgarath.
Okay.
'Cause I want to be on his good side.
So you spend time whittling a. Do you know what Asgarath looks like?
That's what I was going to talk to him about. It's like, tell me a little bit more about him, like, because you mentioned him like the very first day of school, and like I just wanted to learn a little bit more, and like what does he envision like the perfect form of Asgarath?
He envisions Asgarath as a combination of 30 black ancient dragons combined together to form one material beast. So it's actually like a bunch of dragons squished together like a dragon Play-Doh mash.
Like a dragon rat king.
Yes.
Like a dragon, all the tails tied together.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll work on that because I'm not going to finish that room for whatever Sazerath anymore.
And now you have all that wood.
I have all that wood that I ordered. Yeah, so I'm going to repurpose it, and I'm going to, at the meantime as well, be making stuff for Wokes, working on that relationship, and I'll give you that math later. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Oh, and I wanted to leave a little note in the passage I found, addressing the person that killed Stenver, and like, I don't know who you are, but now I know how you got here. Don't kill any more of my friends. I'm gonna leave that in the passageway for them.
Okay, cool.
That's it. That's all my stuff. Sorry, I had a lot over the 3 weeks.
That's all right. Anybody else?
I got a couple of things. So I'll go after those two.
All right, Yumi, go ahead.
Alrighty. So the next day, at the beginning of the time jump, I'm assuming that it came out that Wolfhard had been a part of Unaren's murder and all this stuff.
It's all over the bleed. Yep. And
so
and he's freaking out.
Okay, like that's what I'm gonna do. Like partially is just like spend some time to really fuck with Wolfhard and really make him think that he's going crazy. Like, did I do this? Maybe I did. And he's starting to really question himself and his sanity. Is what I'm trying to do to him.
Deception check. Preptaro said he imagined
21.
Oh yeah, he's becoming more mentally fucked as interviews are coming out on the bleed where he's like, I love murdering people I date. I fuck them and then I murder them. And he's like, I didn't say that at all. And like, there's just all these different people from around the school that are giving these interviews that are like, I don't remember giving these interviews. That he's feeling isolated, and he's becoming very isolated. And he won't even talk to his Venom Run partner B anymore because he's so nervous what people do. He is the crackhead in the corner, anxious and paranoid.
Perfect. So I got to drive him crazy a little bit. Something else I was wanting to do, I wanted to, like, I guess formally introduce myself to Evandal Cavasandora, I think is her name. Is that how you say it? The elf lady?
Cavasandora, I think is her name. Cavasandora? I said it wrong last time. Evandal Cavasandora.
Yes. Her.
That.
Yeah, because Helen said that we would kick it off really well, that we would like each other, we could be useful to each other for whatever. So I'm just trying to get into that and be like, why does Helen think this? Like, let me get to know you a little bit, I guess.
Sure. She tells you she is from the Feywild. Her family used to live in the Kingdom of Symphony. The Kingdom of Symphony was ironically destroyed by Asgarath 230 years ago. She lives a long time. And the elves are scattered, and she's tired of the oppression that the elves have faced, being displaced, and that a long time ago, the Feywild and the material plane, Asgarath caused them to merge. In the middle of Silvernell, so long ago, started to split in half, and the Feywild filled in that missing area. So it's kind of like the other plane just kind of filled in the missing space.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, people called it Born Freon and made up tales of this magical place. Well, eventually it stopped, and after Asgareth was defeated, people were like, oh, that's the Fae. It's called the Quiet Highlands. So the people who are friendly and accept their kind and accept the Fae, everyone calls it the Quiet Highlands. The racist and hateful call it Born Freon. And it's actually more of like a Born Freon. What she plans to do is destroy the material plane and get the Feywild separate again, because she blames the material world on this merger.
Okay. That's kind of dope.
Yeah. And who are you to her? She wants to know.
Oh, well, I mean, I tell her about myself, like what got me here, like killing my brother, stabbing him in the head because I got upset.
Very nice.
Here to kind of like learn to control myself a little bit more and be more tactical with what I do. Yeah, and just get out of this place, essentially. Eventually, I'm hoping to get out of this place.
Okay. Just roll a straight charisma check.
$12.
I mean,
Not my best.
good enough that she, like, it's like okay with you. I mean, sure. One positive relationship point with Evandal Kavasandra.
Okay.
And now it's fun to say, now that I know how to say it. Evandal Kavasandra.
We love it open.
And then, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for now. Over this 3 weeks, I'm gonna like kind of start to try and get in good with Evening Plume as well during class and everything, and become like class pet. I think I'll actually approach him telepathically.
Ooh.
And like when it's like kind of just us after everyone has left class one day, and approach him telepathically and be like, it's weird to see someone else with psychic abilities. I've never seen anyone else with these kind of powers before. You know, do you know maybe where they could have come from?
He knows
how-
many
like-
students that have come this way with such abilities. From different parts of the Fae, from different corners of Silvernell. It's not unusual, the creatures they punish from Summit.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna be a little teacher's pet for the next 3 weeks and do anything Evening Plume requests.
You will notice, actually, perception check. Maybe you
Perception
won't
check.
notice.
Maybe I don't. Who knows? 16.
You do notice. He doesn't, like, there's not a lot of, like, teacher allies. Like, you know, some of the other teachers, you know, they start to be class favorites. Fucking Inger has a Padawan that's Bognak. This guy is very standoffish to a lot of people. He's not mean. He's actually,
Yeah.
in a weird villainous way, kind, and like really kind of thinks of your problems before you really realize what your problem is. But you feel like if you were ever to be like, hey, maybe we should go to Gibbles and get a drink and talk, he'd be like, that's inappropriate. Like, he's very standoffish teacher.
The way I want to present myself to him isn't necessarily like buddy friends. Like, I could be a useful weapon, whatever your plan is ultimately here. Because I notice that everyone in this school has a different motive. So I think during this like 3 weeks of me trying to like get in good with Evening Plume is like figuring out like what Evening Plume's like deal is. Like, what's his motive? Like going into this, and how can I like make myself useful to Evening Plume?
All right, insight check. I'll just make you roll literally everything.
That's fine.
Is this a game about
22.
rolling dice?
22. Okay, so you legitimately get the feeling this guy wants to train each individual student to have the best defenses and best offenses as possible. And because of that, because you're so insightful about that, whenever it's your time to duel in his class, you really want to shut everybody fucking up and hear what he has to say and take his advice very well. And he really appreciates the clarity in which you are learning from him. So go ahead and take 1 positive relationship point with Professor Evening Plume.
Yeah. And that's all I'm going to do with my 3 weeks. I'm done now. Sorry.
And Miss Aggressive?
I like that. B has been trying to, or hopefully building some rapport with Elenia now that Ynarin is not part of the Backstabbers. B isn't really going out of her way to try to impress her, but she's hoping maybe her behaviors and maybe some success that she's had in the club could kind of earn her some favor with Elenia. I don't know if you want me to roll anything for that.
So she's kind of really taken on this mentor position with this club because she's seen what you can do and what you're capable of. She's worried that you might fly off the handle and bite people and like give kind of your stealth away. So go ahead and roll 3 stealth checks, and if the majority of them are good, she'll be like, all right, I can kind of hang with this chick outside of our club.
Okay. First one's a 12.
All right, good.
Second one's a 21.
Very good. You're good. You got it.
The third one's a 6.
Hey, you got majority. 1 positive relationship point with Elenia Brewer.
Hell yeah.
She's so stealthy.
Yeah. So, is that
So
2? I think you have
she's
2 at this point with Elenia.
That's my first one, actually.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
That's my first positive relationship point with anyone, as a matter of fact.
8 episodes in.
I'm sure that will go away very quickly, but I feel like in these past 3 weeks, Bee's done everything that she can to scrounge her extra gold, because that's the only thing that really motivates her, kind of, scrounging around on the ground. I assume that she's maybe instigated a few bar fights at Gibbles at this point, and maybe trying to get some people betting on that.
Let's get a little crazy here. So let me explain this first. So you're gonna roll a percentage dice that will decide the DC. Then you'll roll a check to hit that DC, and if you hit it, then I'll make you another dice to see how much gold you get. So first, percentage dice. Watch it be like 10, and they'll be like, all right, you don't need to roll. You get money.
But do I need to roll for a percentage dice?
Like D100,
Okay.
or 2 10s, whatever.
Roll 2 10s. That's easier for me to do right now.
Quick mechanics on the spot.
7 and 5.
All right, 75. All right. Oh, that's a high one. All right. What do you think is a really good check for you to like scrounge for gold? How are you getting this gold? Are you just finding things on the floor under tables?
Yeah, crawling around per B style on all fours, checking the corners of hallways. Okay.
Investigation check.
In the corners of hallways,
and you gotta
around in
you
the
gotta
calf.
get a 17 at least.
Okay, that's not it. That's a 14.
Oh, all right, so I'll give you 1 gold piece.
Gold.
There's
okay,
a pity
I'll take
piece.
it. She like bites it, when she finds that 1 gold, she like bites it and tries to like break it.
All of B's gold has like a notch of a bite in it.
Right, absolutely.
All right, cool. Over this time jump, we're gonna jump 3 weeks.
Did
Wait.
MJ want to do?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he wants to do anything. I don't think he wants...
And B has also, last thing for B, but she's also been working with Penny a little bit more on, reading and writing things that she should have already known before attending school.
Listen, you didn't need those things, girl. So.
Right, and being coached by Penny. And
Ooh,
and things like
roll
that.
roll a straight intelligence check.
Ooh.
Let's see if B knows 4-letter words now.
Ooh.
Absolutely not. It's a
Penny
3,
does
baby.
teach her using charisma. I'm gonna say.
Keep
That's
working
my
on it,
B.
B.
B's getting. I just imagine B being like so pissed too. She's like, "These words are so hard," and it's like literally the word hard.
Yes.
Scott, pre-time jump real quick. Can I just ask, do I need to roll for making the Rat King token for Breezer, or like Dragon King token?
No, you can make it and you give it to him. And what do you say to him when you give it to him?
So
This is very
I think
important.
I'm just gonna hand it to him and just kind of be like, I just kind of want to show you what all the stuff I'm buying is going towards right now, and I know this is important to you, and I hope to learn a little bit more about it, and hopefully down the road I can make you some even better stuff to once I get a little bit better. But this is a gift for you and honor friendship and religion. You're the ultimate god. When you were telling me about him, he would strike terror into my heart for sure. So I think you have a good quest going on, friend.
Do you mean that? Does Bognak mean that?
I do mean that. Yeah, I try and keep my interactions pretty honest.
All right, persuasion
So,
check.
Okay. Come on. 5.
He says, "I can't wait to tell you more and educate you. You seem quite uneducated."
My Lord and Savior.
Yeah, Value Lord say I can't wait to learn more.
Yes.
So I guess that's going to be something I'm doing now. And then I did all the math too. That's what I've been working on my phone as far as like what I'm selling to Wokes for and how much
Okay.
I'm selling them stuff for.
Right, making the trinkets for him to enchant per the conversation last time.
Right. I assumed that a dragon chest set would probably be the closest thing to trinkets.
Sure.
And a dragon chest board has 32 pieces per board. I can get 8 of these boards per or 8 of these dragon chest sets per board of wood.
Yes.
So that's 256 trinkets in one board. I'm selling them 32 trinkets for 5 silver pieces.
Okay. For those at home who are like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" Ben and I made a crafting what do you call it? Mechanic based off market value and what he can make in his wood. So it's very convoluted. We're not gonna go over it. Just trust us. So yes, spend that much money, make those trinkets.
I mean, I've already got the wood, so it's just like I'll probably get like 40 silver pieces back. I'm selling it to him at cost.
Okay.
And then selling them like rings and stuff as well that I'm using like dice set mechanics for.
Okay. If you sell it to him at cost, give yourself whatever the cost is. Are you making any money with that?
I mean, I'm getting the silver back, but I'm not making money.
Okay, so you're really just building the relationship.
Right. And because I want to, in the long run, be able to, over these couple of weeks, buy magic items from him.
Cool. Did you get a positive relationship with him last time?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. And somebody actually just gave a main player advantage. So
yeah, I was waiting for someone to roll something, so I was to announce it, but I didn't have to roll yet since it came out.
The thing is with
that for the
Wokes,
persuasion check?
Well, the thing is he's such a
okay.
businessman that like so far it's good. Are you selling it to him cheaper than you would get it at the store, or is it the same?
Yes, it is cheaper than what I would get at the store.
Okay. Then gain another positive relationship point with Wokes. You're now at 2. He is an ally because he likes your business. Don't fuck it up or he'll easily go away. Because this is all business.
This is all business. He's a businessman. He's very serious.
All right, Penny.
I think the advantage.
Sorry,
I think the advantage might have been for. Did you give that when it was the breezer roll?
It came in after. There was no rolls happening when it came up.
Gotcha,
I was waiting for it to happen, but he said he wants
Penny.
to give it to Bognak.
Yeah, you're good.
But, I mean, just nothing had happened yet. So anyways, so
sorry, Reptara.
Penny's first thing is she's gonna go on alert. So before she goes to bed every night, she summons her swarm and has it stay outside of the body to like patrol the room to make sure no one else. To make sure, for one, that she's not the last bitch awake, but also to make sure no one sneaks in the room and kills anybody. And so the bugs can telepathically communicate with her and can exist outside of her body, so they will watch the room as she sleeps. And then also that first day, she's going to talk to Morton Zhao and Cleo Nile about forming an official pact of protection. Since Morton Zhao is on Venom Run and he has a target on his back, I'm running for student council. I'm assuming that's putting a target on my back, and I'm Cleo Nile's only friend, so she will probably want me to stay alive. So I'm assuming all of us working together, since we live together, will give us reason to be like, if we all feel safe sleeping here, we can all like team up to like not get our shit rocked by everyone else, because we have something to lose. And Penny's trying to build the rapport of her team. So she does that with the roommates. I don't know if you need to roll anything for that. before I
No,
move on.
you have 2 positive relationship points with both of them. They think that is a really good idea. They would prefer to travel in a squad if you're not with another squad.
Perfect. Yeah, she's really trying to set up that she does want a squad that travels with her to do things, but also knowing that we probably won't be best by ourselves because we're causing a lot of waves. But
Yes.
they also know that. But yeah, she's running for student house representative for Vow Agreement, as well as putting her name in for regular representative. And that kind of goes on for the entirety of the 3 weeks. She is going around campaigning. She has the slogan, "We are the seeds of change." Yumi released the footage of her and Wolfhard killing or standing on the top of Yuniren's body with her saying, "We are the seeds of change." So that's gone out. Penny's used that time to she's been aware of what Yumi's been doing and has been like talking to Wolfhard and like playing up like, "Oh my god, thanks for so much for like letting me know about like the plan with Yuniren turning on B and all this and continuing to help gaslight Wolfhard into craziness, giving him the false impression that I am talking to him like he knew the plan because I know the plan and he doesn't know the plan. So confusing him more that he is part of this whole thing and that B and I knew that Yuniren was working with someone else and we got the jump on him and we really saved the day, which is why we had to kill him and all this stuff. And he's like really
Fantastic.
confused and just trying to target him towards Artheon in his chaos. But yeah, going around We're the Seeds of Change and getting that whole vibe up. And that's her 3-week
Cool.
campaign.
And that's what you're putting on the paper that you're turning into Inger.
Yeah, House Representative. I'm running just as myself. I'm just as a solo person, but I'm running for a House Representative and or just council member. So one of those spots that are available.
Cool.
And then that's that for the campaign. And then she's been spending a lot of time in the 3 weeks in the hothouse, gaining intel from Viney and the Teluncan, who's been getting
Yes.
intel from his friends. And she's
Okay.
also been with that. She's been putting Viney, like trying to rearrange Viney around the school just to make sure she gets better sight lines of things so she can get better views and she'll come back and like at the end of the day like chat with her to see if it helped or whatever. Just kind of keep adjusting her throughout the weeks to make sure she gets the best views.
All right, so the Teluncan tells you that since you gave him 2 very delicious pairs of genitals, he will tell you 2 things from the past 2 weeks out of the 3. Finnegan Ryger, the first person that had him, has been sleeping with a second-year half-elf named Duchess Sarah and House Chronosteer. Full-on sleepity-deepity. He knows because he's been staring at them. So weird. Why am I this way?
Is that why that guy wanted the Teluncan? What is wrong with this man?
Finnegan Ryger, had the Teluncan, just like put him on a nightstand. He's like, "Oh, you'll be fucking." With Duchess
my
Sarah.
God.
All right, let me know when you that one.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, the second one is that there is a human first year named Thomas Gannon, Gannin, Gannon, and he has plans to land a role in the school musical and use the spotlight on stage to hypnotize the audience. For what? They do not know. But he definitely heard it.
Nice.
And they
You can
are
still hear
House
him practice.
Valgrim.
Oh, nice.
So you can probably hear him down the hall.
Does he sound good? Is he a bard or is he like trying to be a bard?
Teluncan doesn't know if he's a bard. Teluncan definitely heard him sing from a plant's perspective. No, he's horrible. He's horrible. Yeah, it makes so much noise.
We all know that Teluncan had a really long-lived career on Broadway as well. So
That's right.
Feed me. He's like,
Me, Seymour.
Feed me. Hunter Foster was the best, Seymour.
and then the last things that she does is training for Venom Run. So she gathers all of her Venom Run trainees, which are Bognak, Yumi, Morton Zhao, with the help of B and Cleo Nile. And I have a thing. So for Bognak, she noticed that he's not been doing well in grapple checks, so she has him wrestling with B to work on improving grapple checks. Yumi has been very quick in combat, and so she wants to focus in on making sure that Yumi is optimizing on that and basically giving them the mechanic advice of using the dodge action comboed with the meta magic quicken spell so that you can block and have disadvantage while also attacking someone because she's seen you do both those things and she thinks that makes a lot of sense. She tells you because you've gotten the jump on her in fights, so she's like, oh, you factually are faster than us than me. Keep that energy so you don't die.
Gotcha.
Because going on with that, Morton's out, didn't do well in that hallway fight, so she's just been like pushing him physically to like full on exertion to see like what he can do because she really doesn't know because he doesn't do a lot. So she's been like giving him like the most attention in like the group sessions because she's like, no, Morton's out.
Morton's out. Okay, yeah, I was confused. Yeah, Morton's out.
And she's like been pushing him to like kind of like try to get him in that mindset of being the top dog by like stepping up he's got to push Pete, you know, and he's like not doing it.
Yes.
And so she's trying to get him into that energy, and she also kind of gives him the objective of watching Jack in their actual rehearsals. Sorry, an actor in their actual training because she doesn't trust Jack because Jack already played them once, and she wants to know how to take that fucker down because he's obviously sucking off Artheon, and we don't like that. And you know she's been giving him extra energy and attention, and then Cleo now and B are there to help his sparring partners because she wants Cleo now to stop being so like reserved. She's like, you're a bad bitch, like get into that. So she has Cleo now like doing these simulated trainings with them as well.
Gotcha.
So there's that, and then to tag on to what B said about them training, Penny's been trying to teach B to read. Specifically, Penny cannot read herself. The way that Penny does read is that the bug inside of her head can read, and she tells her things, so then Penny repeats the things. So Penny's education is all secondhand, so she really relates to
Your
B,
patron.
but she doesn't wear it the same way. And people who don't know that Penny has a bug inside her head, who is her warlock patron, whose name is Queenie, and she gives her all this intel. And so she's teaching B in like a very like methodical and simple way. She makes her bugs form shapes of letters to be like, this is. But a secret thing that she's doing while doing this, Queenie noticed that B has some sort of. She thinks B is magical because she noticed that B can speak to animals as well innately without casting magic, and so the words she's teaching her are actually verbal components to what would be druidic cantrips. So she's trying to teach her Loki how to do magic without telling B that she's teaching her how to do magic. So she's teaching her like the word, she's like, this word is a thing, to see if B triggers anything magical. She's like, nope, okay, not that one. Let's try this one. Like, girl, you see that? Okay, cute. We were close to it. And in that sort of like opening up, she's like having this bonding one with B, teaching her stuff. Penny does something she's never done before, and she shows someone a new trick. And shows her working on a new trick rather. And Penny will like she summon her swarm and then have it like swarm over her left arm. And she starts to and she'll like have B like arm wrestle her. She's trying to like improve her strength via supplementing it with these bugs.
Okay.
Because she knows she's not like physically strong. She's like, gotta fix that. She doesn't like it. So she will also be using this time to like help herself work on these things while working with B on these things.
Gotcha.
So learning extra magic herself by teaching.
Let's roll it back a little bit so we can get a check on this. For Viney, go ahead and roll a nature check as you tend more to Viney to help her grow. Try to get her to grow out more of this room a little bit.
And I get advantage because when I'm in the hothouse, I get advantage on plant things, right?
Yes, ma'am.
My birthday. Okay, that was a terrible roll, so let me tell you that. So, poor little Viney. It's a 4. I rolled a 2 and a 4. It was like really bad.
Yikes.
Okay. It's like, no.
Vanna is still very concerning, and she's willing to grow if she could just find a way to get her fertilized. Funny enough, in this room, your 2 plants need balls and shit.
If only she needed to be fertilized like 4 episodes ago, I totally would have had her.
All right.
We got that poison, right?
Pour poison on Vanny.
It's like a shit.
Yeah. Ow, that's like an acid bath. Okay. Okay. With Mortonzal, you're really attaching yourself to him. Go ahead and roll, and I guess this would be advantage because we haven't used that advantage yet. You don't need it in the hothouse.
So sexual.
Because you're training him, and you're working together. You're really spending a lot of time with him. Oh my god, what kind of check would this be? I don't even
What am
know.
I trying to do?
If you're training him and spending a lot of time with him, I don't know. Maybe it's not a check.
I think he's falling in love with you.
That's what I'm kind of getting at.
The persuasion. That'd be a charisma check of some
Just
sort.
yeah,
right, Joe?
just roll straight
he in love with
charisma
me?
with advantage.
Is he in love with me?
Are you in love with me?
Am I the hottie?
Today's not.
With
Today's
advantage?
me saying cool things and bad things happening. So I rolled a 3 and a 4 for a 9.
Girl.
I just say,
welcome to
he's definitely-
Bognak territory.
listen, he's not in love with me, and that's good. We don't want.
Yes.
Listen, understand what your priorities are, sir. You
Very
can't
good
get with this
friendship.
until you can shoot a good fireball. Okay?
Right. No more additional positive relationship points. It's just good. Just basic good. All right. Anything else from anyone before we jump? Good.
Do I need to roll anything for my campaign trail or anything for?
Yes, but we'll roll that one in a minute. I want to save that one.
Perfect.
This is really dumb. This doesn't actually matter at all, but I feel like when Bee and Penny were having all of those exchanges and like Penny tells Bee that she has like a bug like in her head and all these bugs that help her out, I feel like Bee when she said the bug like teaches her how to read and stuff, or like she knows how to read because of the bug, I feel like Bee totally went outside and like picked up a bug and tried to shove it in her ear to see if like that bug would like help her learn how to read too. I just had to add that.
That would be
you can talk
great.
to that bug.
But oddly enough, there are no weird insects all the way out here at this place.
Yeah,
for
Bee's,
a very
Bee's
unique
dumb
reason.
Bee's very stupid. Like she literally
Like a
just
rock.
squished. Like no,
Yeah,
she literally just
this rock's
squished
a
the bug.
bug.
She shoved it in there so hard that like she just squished it. Now there's a dead bug in her ear.
The funny thing is, I imagine some point in that 3 weeks, somebody was just like, yeah, there's not a lot of animal life here at all, if any, because we're just so far out in the middle of nowhere. And everyone's wondering, because she already shoved it down her ear, then what the fuck did she put in her head?
We'll never know.
Probably another note. Who knows?
Oh my god.
All right, cool. Over this 3 weeks, the people with jobs. So MJ, 7 gold per week for a total of 21 gold pieces. Bognak works 2 jobs, so 14 gold a week for a total of 42 gold. Adds to his pocket. And you two don't have jobs, B and Yumi, right?
No.
Okay.
This hoe don't work.
This
Yeah, same.
Just be friends with Bognak, and he'll be your sugar daddy.
Bee's about to pickpocket Bognak.
All right, so now we have to quickly do 3 weekends of Venom Run games, and this is how it's going to work. So we have 6 games to go over. First one will be Firefeather versus Royal Pains. So that is going to be Kincaid does not appear for those games, by the way. So his is just Kyoko and a Blaze Olive versus Royal Pains, which would be the Freak, Yumi, and
Dark Runner.
Dark Runner. I don't know why it says Matuno on my thing. All right, so go. I will let you make your own team rolls. So why don't you roll 3 d20s and add them up, and I will roll 2 d20s and add them up.
I got my notifications and from where? Can I use it?
Oh,
Oh.
what'd you
Really
get?
bad at math. 44.
Okay, they rolled a 30, so your team is going to win that one. So for your next game, you'll add
Yeah, that's 1. Or
1.
I guess 3.
Exactly, and that was versus
You're rolling all of them.
Firefeather. So Firefeather has now lost 2. All right, so for the next game, it is Butterknife versus the Not Bald Guys. So Not Bald Guys only has 2 people.
B.
And here's the thing. B has 2 negative relationship points
Oh no, I forgot.
with, what's her
Oh, yeah.
name? Annabella
Oh,
Lilyneth,
Annabella.
who is one of the head cheerleaders. So even though you can't hear them on the course, they have come up with this whole chant that the audience loves. And because there's bright lights in the studios, they have all got something that they're reflecting light off into your eyes. So you're going to roll your specific check with disadvantage. So you'll roll 2 d20s, but one of them will have disadvantage versus Butterknife. So
Fuck that bitch.
He hates me.
Butter knife will be all 3. Oh, that's not good.
Team Morton Doe.
Yeah, come on, fuck you, butter knife. Stupid
Whoa,
ass
whoa,
team
whoa.
name.
Watch it still be higher.
You're a
Mine was
cupcake.
28.
They got a 26. You won anyways.
B just like stands in the middle and B's like to everybody in the audience.
No, that was against Morton Zal's team, so he's a little bummed. So Penny's got extra work to do.
Who else? Hey, my other teammate won though, so I'm like,
All right, so that was 2 games. That's the first weekend. Second weekend is bald guy versus not bald guy. So bald guy,
No.
that's 2 D20s versus the not
2
bald guy's
D20s.
2 D20s, 1 with disadvantage.
Oh,
then
damn,
you
they
still
still
get-
doing it?
but you get to add +2 to your. Now you add +2.
You get to add a +1 because
But
they've
she's
only
rolling.
won once.
But she's rolling for 2 of them, isn't she?
Yeah, but you only add it once.
Well, yeah, we get the +2.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was per person. I see.
Oh man, I rolled bad. It's... Shocker.
22 for me.
21.
21, but actually bald guy has a +1 because they've won one.
Oh,
So is it a tie?
Oh, we tied, yeah.
do we roll off?
All right, roll off. So it'll just be Bognak versus B. Roll a straight D20.
9.
3.
Okay,
Oh my
bald guy
God.
wins. Bald guys won 2. Not bald guy lost their first one. All right, so second game is Butter Knife versus Royal Pains. Royal Pains. So go ahead and roll the 3, Yumi, and I will roll the 3 for them. Oh, nice. Oh, not good.
36.
You won. They got a 27. So Royal Pain, and you get to add 1. So, yep, and not versus Butter Knife. Butter Knife lost. Okay, so now you are up 2. Butter Knife is losing all of their games.
They've thrown some of them because fucking Jack over there playing bullshit ass. I don't like Jack.
Right?
I'm not mad.
All right, that's the second weekend. For the third weekend, so it would be week 4 on the schedule. It is the Destructors versus Bald Guy. So go ahead, Bald Guy, roll your 2, and you will add a 2, your final total, because you have won 2 games.
Do we add 2 or 4?
You add
2
2.
for each of us? 2
No.
total.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
it's just
gotcha.
total. It's just total.
Gotcha.
So at the beginning, it's kind of not that big a thing, but later on,
Right.
if you've won like 10 games, it's pretty big.
That's 34.
And by the Destructors, I mean the Student Slayers. You got
Ah.
34. Okay, let me do.
Oh yeah, because that was like I saw the Destructors. They changed it.
2 rolls and it's already a 39. So Student Slayers win their second game, and
I really wanted to beat Artheon.
Bald Guy lost their first one. And for the second match, it is Firefeather versus Not Bald Guy. So go ahead, B, 2 D20s, 1 with disadvantage against Firefeather, and I'm sure at this point you're gonna want to fucking kill Lilyneth.
It's a 27.
I can't see.
They got a 21. You won again.
Hell yeah.
He does the same thing again in the middle of the stage to everybody.
This makes no sense.
B had the highest chance of winning by herself.
All right, so at this point, after 4 weekends of games, tied for the lead is Royal Pains, Student Slayers, Bald Guy, and Not Bald Guy, and then Firefeather and Butter Knife with 0-3. All right, cool. All right. So wild.
Run.
All right, now
Been
we
run.
will get to the roles for the freaking student council. All right, please describe how you are campaigning in these 3 weeks, Penny.
Oh yeah, full on the way Penny's been playing the game as is. Hello, Penelope Floor. Hello, my name is Penelope Floor. You can call me Penny. I'm running for student council president, but giving them. I plan on doing a beautification because just because we live in a hellhole doesn't mean it has to look like a hellhole. Am I right? We can have nice things. Her whole pitch is making the school prettier because pretty people deserve pretty things, and we're all pretty people who are pretty badass. And so she's really, sees the change, do the things, be the change you want to see, and she wants to see prettier things around her. And she thinks that everyone, if we're gonna suffer, that it shouldn't be all bad. And so that's her whole thing. And she's been going around. She'll go actually person to person, like that's around like anyone who's listening to her or like interested in voting. Definitely all of her yellow house for sure, because that's the people she really needs the votes for. So lots of like campaigning in the lounge area, like, oh, hello, can I help people? I'm sure people know the bitches at this point. She's not a quiet person. Like, and they're like, oh, it's you. Great. Also, the video of her going around killing someone is also a thing that's happened.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do. For the 3 weeks, I want you to make 3 persuasion checks, but because of the videos and because Yumi's helping you, all 3 of them are at advantage.
Hey, that's my girl.
I like how we went from an episode where we barely rolled to like a billion rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're stepping it up. 23, 18, 24.
Very nice. All right, we have fully skipped 3 weeks. We are going to, we are skipping to 3 weeks in the future, which is us.
Am I campaigning too for the council member?
Yes, how would you like to campaign?
Real grassroots. Like, you ever seen like just like the ads where it's like guy in a blue shirt in a field somewhere? He's like, I'm running because I care about this community. Just really, really just a message about like, hey, there's been a ton of like murders and things go down already. Let's band together. Let's make this like a better place while we're here, instead of like just trying to tear each other down and kill each other. Like it's like a full, it's like full opposite spectrum. Full opposite spectrum. He's like, and you know what? Like that's my whole platform. And just like school nurse. Let's bring a school nurse back, and let's cut down. Everybody gets like a murder, but like, not too many more murders. That's a lot. That's excessive. So that's
all right. And what are the means in which you're campaigning? Like, she's going door to door, person to person. Is that what you're doing?
No, I don't think I'm that aggressive with it. I don't think I'd be like in their face. I think that's like more penny style go up to. I'd rather them come to me. So like on my Bognak knickknacks on the other side, I just carve like, ask me about my views, and just put it up over me. And then while I'm sitting there at the because I'm already like an RA kind of role
in the lounge, so everyone.
Yeah, I'm just in the lounge, so all the barrel horn students, because I'm running for like barrel horn representative. I'm just like, yeah, ask me what I think. Like, tell me what you want done. I'll try and get it done for you. Like, I'm like, just they come up to me with their concerns. Yeah.
Not as much as exposure as if it was in the orb in everyone's face, but go ahead and roll 3 regular persuasion checks.
Cool.
Still pretty.
So we
good.
have a 14.
Very nice.
A natural 20.
Ooh.
And another natural 20. I kid you not. 2 nat 20s in a row.
Wow. All right. We are now fully 3 weeks into the future. It is a Sunday. It is lunchtime. Today is election day. But before the votes go in by the end of the night, and people can and start voting after the final ceremony, which is going to be in about 4 hours. There's a big platform that's going to go out in the furnace, and the presidential candidates are going to make big speeches. And at this point, everyone's kind of got the feeling it's Artheon versus Aviv Trath. So it's kind of up in the air right now. Everyone's kind of talking about it. I do want to say this morning when you wake up on the orb, there is an announcement. The announcement is there are a lot of dead students over the past 3 weeks. From House Vargrim, Sligo, Ayla Nerona, Igandro, Gonzal Flash Shoulder, and Dazzler. All fucking dead. Barrelhorn, Ayagi, Roger Farah, Yisk, and Christopher Lulin. Fucking dead. Chronosteer, Ablaze Olive just died, and Alice Lee. So now for that team, Kincaid and Ablaze Olive are going, so their roles will be with 1d20.
Dope.
So we're going to take a bathroom break. When we come back, we will be in real time, and the game will be yours to do what you wish. And then in 4 hours will be the final presidential speeches. So I'll give everybody 15 minutes. And for our audience, thanks for hanging in. We will be right back. See you in just a moment. Crazy.
Oh my God.
Hey everybody,
Remind
welcome back to episode 8 of Dragontooth Academy. It's best you don't know what we talk about on our breaks.
That's on the Patreon coming.
I'm gonna say we
Yeah,
need
you gotta
to-
pay
we need to-
extra for that.
Yeah, for
Behind the
real.
scenes.
That'd be a whole mess.
For those just tuning in, we are now into our 4th weekend as students at Dragontooth Academy. It is lunchtime. People are eating their foods provided by the little demons on the table. I don't know what I'm fucking saying. But yeah, there's going to be big speeches from the presidential candidates in 4 hours. Welcome back. The world's your oyster.
I'm looking for Elenia or Barris.
Elenia is, you hear she's in Gibbles, having the old...
Perfect. I'm going to Gibbles.
All right. Yep.
I'm looking for Helen.
Helen is up on Death's door. Seems like she is talking to Wokes.
I'm gonna go interject in that.
I might also interject in that conversation, I think, because Lokes is my homie.
Cool. Elenia is, talking about how stupid this whole council thing is. Every year they're just making up new bullshit, getting rid of this, getting it back the next year. Tails is like, I don't give a fuck about it. They tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh, hi, Penny.
Hey. So I know Hello Child and Aviva having their whole spat later. And I know Hello Child, and she kind of like looks at Elenia, and she's like, "Do you think there's gonna be any sort of disruptance to be expected from the Hello Children, per se, at an event like this?"
Well, I remember last year when Hello Child was running, most of his opponents ended up dead somehow. So he'll probably try to kill him if he hasn't already.
Did he
Oh,
freeze?
no.
Oh no, he
Oh,
froze
no.
again. Get ready
Such
for him
a
to
way with
disappear.
words.
I thought this was a dramatic pause, but
I was like, "Oh,
There he
Oh,
is.
you're
You're
back.
good.
You're back.
I was like, because everyone froze. I was like, "What happened?" What was I saying? I was asking I was asking if they thought it was gonna be a public killing or a private thing. Is he gonna execute the competition at the event, or is it gonna be he just doesn't show up?
Well, I mean,
Is he that kind of
if he's gonna do it public, everyone's just gonna let it play out. Two seniors is gonna be pretty violent going at each other. But if he doesn't finish he could get punished. But honestly, at this point, I don't think anybody's gonna fucking punish Artheon. So I don't know. Anything could happen. We might actually get a free show from it.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Honestly, between me and you, I don't really care for either one of them being student council president. But if I were to choose, I'd probably choose Avith Trath because Artheon will probably, I don't know if I can erect a massive statue of himself in every room and demand that we all pray to it every morning.
Yeah, I'm not really fond of the pockets I find him in, or the tables he sits at, so I'd rather separate myself as well. But I see that being a problem. I do expect him to come out victorious, but I plan to give him a uncomfortable seat while he's seated on his throne. So I'll make sure to get mine.
What do you plan to do? The glass moves from Elenia's tails. It says, "Be careful. There are hallowed children everywhere. You don't want to say the wrong thing to the wrong person."
Of course, I would never say anything about the Hollow Child. You just never know what happens, Elenia. You gotta be careful. You are backstabber, you know. You just never know who's lurking around, waiting for you to slip up.
Okay.
It's hard being in the public spotlight.
Well, good luck with that.
Of course.
She's gonna say, just know that I feel this year might be a little different, and I can't really tell you how. And Telza just hits the bar. She's like, I didn't say anything. I'm just saying.
Is anyone else in the bar besides the two of us, or is it a bunch of us?
No, it's just you two.
Or
you three.
I kind of look at Tailza, and I kind of look back at Elenia. Is she familiar with the the Thindaga agenda? And she looks at, and then I look over at Tilza. We've already spoken with. We met on the day one.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the greatest conversations.
It wasn't a long one. She like left after, but we have some familiarity. Oh my god, sorry.
Tailsa just walks away to clean the glass and to get Elenia another drink, but Elenia just kind of turns and does one of these, like, I can't really say anything right now, and the fucking walls have ears, but just be on the lookout, because something big is going down, and I like you, and we're friends, and I feel like you're smart. Just don't make any waves until it happens, okay?
Oh, don't worry. I'm aware, and I'm building a boat. We're fine.
Can I buy you a drink?
I'd love one.
Tails brings a drink back. Elenia says 2. And Tails looks at Elenia. Are you sure? Do I say things when I'm not sure? Elenia winks at you. Add another positive relationship point with Elenia Brewer.
Ooh, that's
Is that beloved? Oh, I thought that might be beloved.
Beloved's 4.
Ooh.
I think.
And beloved is like, it could mean romantic. It can also mean like family bond. It could also mean just like super fucking tight.
B's never gonna have any of those.
B, we love. If you could get points with us,
What's
you'd have
like
some more.
negative -4? Like
Fucking
what's the
arch
opposite of
enemy.
beloved?
Yeah,
My goal in life is to end you.
yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
I
supposed
will
to be
not
me
go
and
to
Annabelle
class.
Lilith or whatever her name is.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll talk to her later. I got some more things.
Yumi and Bognak are walking together up to Death's Door?
It might not be together. It might just be like I was looking for
I
Wokes
feel like-
and saw Wokes, and you see
I feel
Helen
like
and
they're
saw
in the
Helen.
middle and we're coming from opposite ends.
Okay. Yeah, you
And
go
so
up
and then
the
we
different,
approach like, oh, hey.
different stairways meeting up. Helen, you hear her saying, it's just fascinating, the cost of the item. I mean, to such a... Oh, hi, guys. Hi, Yumi.
Helen?
Oh, hey, Yumi, how's it going?
Hey,
Wokes?
Bognak.
Bo-
I wasn't
Helen.
expecting a whole horde of people here. I was just hunting Helen down.
Yeah, it's like a little crossover episode, right? A little crossover interview. We got all of us here now, huh?
Yeah, Wokes is like, oh, shit. So, Bognak, Yumi Bognak, y'all know each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the bracelets.
Helen
I
just
hold
like
up my
hits him at the
bracelet.
arm. He's like, yeah, y'all the squad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Squad.
Y'all must be like super tight best buds.
We came to school together, I guess.
Yeah, best friends.
Helen says, well, Wokes, I look forward to any information that you could provide to the bleed. Oh, yeah, Helen, you got it. You know me. I'm straight up. I'll tell you anything I know. And don't forget, you need it, I got it. And she's like, keep up with that. Keep up with that. And they kind of separate.
And I'm just gonna, again, Helen still scares me. I'm gonna be like, bye, Yumi, and follow Wokes.
Okay, Helen approaches Yumi. What's up, girl?
How are you doing?
Oh, things are crazy with these elections going on. Fucking
I
people
know.
dying all over the place.
What have you been hearing is going on with the election? Anything to expect today?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think this shit is right down the middle. Half the students seem to be for Aviv. Half the students seem to be for Artheon. This is crazy. This is much closer than last year. Honestly,
Really?
it's kind of normal for Artheon. But Aviv, I can't track it down, but I think something's going on.
You know he's going to try and get rid of the bleed if he gets it.
I've heard that.
Literally, he drunkenly yelled it at me
Yes,
at that party.
I know we plan to run a story if he actually gets it. The good news is it's not a dictatorship. He's still got to run it through his VP and through the council, and it's got to be voted on. And even then, whatever action has to be formally introduced and created by the professors and headmaster. So, you can't, he's not going to be able to just like get rid of the headmaster or some shit like that. So,
Oh, yeah. I don't think he's capable of that at all. But I'm just saying it'd be more convenient to not even have to deal with it in the first place, you know?
You know, my offer still stands. I'm still willing to pay if we can find some dirt on him. As much as I can't stand Artheon, I'd really not like to lose my position.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat with you there, Helen. So let's work together on this and get the scoop.
What? Okay, what do you think? What should we do? I am all
I
ears.
mean, you have had relations with the man. Is there any
Yes.
way we can use that to our advantage?
Well, I don't know if I want to dig up old caskets and see what's inside.
I feel that.
It's just we went through a lot, and he's got a lot pent up in his casket.
Do you think maybe that has something to do with why he hates the bleed so much?
No, if there's anything I know about Aviv, his confidence that he's displaying right now, he knows something. Something that he thinks is going to lead him to graduation. I don't know what it is. And he's playing this smart. I mean, he knows me, and he knows I'm going to be looking for it. If I can just find out what it is.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll just casually, do my stalking thing and be a background and watch Aviv for the day until this
Also,
thing goes down.
I'm still looking for more information about Haroldine Flowers. She's the one that got the most expensive magical item from Breezer. I know
Yeah.
it's a locket. Nobody seems to know what it does. She's kind of secluded with it.
And where did she get that money?
That's what everyone wants to know.
I can work on that one as well for you.
Okay. Also,
Okay.
I've been thinking about you.
Oh,
I got you something.
a gift?
Cherry red. I think it'd look good on you.
You think?
If not,
Yumi'll take it and kind of inspect it. We'll try it on later for keeps and put it in her pouch.
anyway.
Thanks, girl.
You got any more pictures for me?
No, I don't have any more pictures at the moment. I mean, other than just pictures of dead bodies, but not of the murders actually happening. I know that's what makes them exciting,
Gives them some spice.
Yeah, a little spice. But I'll definitely be reporting all day today on this mess that's going to be happening later.
But I'll tell you right now, if you can get these answers for me, if we can make this happen, I think our relationship will really step up.
Okay, I'll see what I can do for you, babe.
Okay. And she's going to see a random freshman walking out and be like, oh, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I gotta know what this person is eating because they smell like shit and everyone's wondering. Excuse me.
Oh, that's B.
He's just munching on rat kebab, and offer some.
Trying to practice her 4-letter words. Hard. Hard. Woke's being pulled to the side. What's up, man? Yo, I'm loving these trinkets.
Yeah, they working good for you, man. I know we've had a really good relationship going back and forth so far. It's I'm hoping to keep it coming. I actually and Scott, can we just say over to once I got paid, I bought some mason tools as well, so I'm gonna upgrade them to stone.
Yep,
trinkets.
just minus that money from your inventory.
It's 10 GP. Yeah.
Cool.
So I got money. I'm working now. But yeah, I'm actually looking to, I know I've been a supplier. Now I'm looking to be a customer, maybe. I know you'd said before you give me a ring that makes me invisible. How does that work? I'm just a guy. I've never really had much magic around, but I'd really love to know.
I do have something. I mean, it ain't cheap, but, we're close. I could give you some sort of advantage. I do have one ring. I do have one ring of invisibility left, but it's kind of pricey.
I know when we first started talking a few weeks ago, you said about 20 GP. Is that still fair?
Yeah, see, I didn't really think you was the type to be spending money. You looked kind of poor. No offense, dog. No offense.
No, I was poor. I'm working hard.
But I see, man, you working jobs. You working the people, you working the wood, you working from every angle. So for a ring of invisibility, and I only got one, dude. I only got one, and that's hard to enchant.
Yeah.
We're looking at about 250 gold.
Oh God, wow. Yeah. So that's
And that's a discount,
that's a-
like just personal from Wokes to Bokes. You know, it's just me to
Yeah.
you, bro.
Yeah, that's a
Oh
price
my
jump. That's a
God.
price jump. We'd said 20 before. I was kind of hoping for something a little bit.
I know,
You know
man. Price the Dragontooth stock market, dog.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what about something like that I can put? What if you just enchant something that I can put anything in? It doesn't have to be invisibility. Just like just like put something in there for a little bit, like just a ring that like you could throw a spell into, and I can do it later. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
yeah,
Is that a
kinda
little
holds
easier
it.
to do?
And
Yeah.
now that I'm thinking about it, I think when I told you the 20 gold, I was not thinking of Ring of Invisibility so much as the invisibility ring.
Oh, does the ring turn invisible?
Yeah, it's just invisible.
Yeah, that's yeah. We worked together these past few weeks. I know how
Yeah.
some of these.
I see.
things are,
It's not that I'm trying to scam you, bro, but business. It ain't as fresh.
Business is
in the
business.
year.
Business is business, yeah.
Business. Yeah. Let me look into it. I don't know right now, but I'm gonna go down and look at my catalog, and I get back to you. Okay.
And I just wanted to check on you. I know when we first met, these past few weeks have been a lot. Are you still on the campaign trail heavy? Because I know they've got I know they've got the other stuff going on tonight, and I just want to make sure
Brother.
you're safe. I didn't know Artheon was running. I just don't.
Don't even
I know
worry.
he's killed a lot of people in the
Man,
past.
you take that sweat and you put it back in your pores. I got something to tell you, bro. All
What's
right.
going on?
Look, I'm thinking running this, running that, running track. I ain't about that. I done made a deal with the Hallow Child himself. Oh! With the Hallow Child.
Yeah. Well, what was the deal, man? What was the deal?
He gets elected. You looking at treasurer.
Oh my God, you're gonna embezzle so much money. That's hype. But can you do that? Can you just is a treasurer like an appointed position?
No!
I don't. So how did you make that deal with him? I don't know if that's gonna work.
Man,
out.
fuck a Hallow Child. He gotta leave. He operating this whole place like his house moving castle. I don't even know what that reference is.
I heard about that. That was actually a great tragedy. And Bognak has 1,000 yards.
My bad, dog. I'm sorry.
the
I don't even know why I'm doing this.
Someone enchanted a castle to charge to the Dwarven Kingdom hundreds of years ago, and he has
Yeah.
1,000 yards. Giving you one
craziness.
shot. Giving you one shot fodder right now, Scott. But man, that's great for you. I'm happy you're not on his radar in a bad way then. And
Oh, hell
I'll let
no.
you get to the catalog. I just wanted to check on you beforehand. I got some things to do for the election day. I'm hoping to be Barrelhorn representative. I think I've had some good headway these past few weeks.
Shit.
And yeah, man. But hopefully we'll be working together. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right, man.
Uh,
Will you keep it going? Am I going to see you at the speeches?
yeah, I'm gonna be there. I got some things to check on before that. But
Okay.
yeah. And then I just kind of dap him up and leave. And when I dap him up, I leave one more trinket in his hand. Consider that one free, and I walk away.
Oh, shit.
It's just a little ring. It's a little wooden ring. Or
Cool.
yeah. Cool. Yeah. And so the one thing I wanted to check on before I kind of want to talk to Avi, but I want to give B a chance to do anything if she wants to as well. But I also wanted to run and check on the note I had left in the bathroom a few weeks ago. Because in the note, and I don't think I'd said I'd sent it to you specifically what I wanted to say, but I said like I want to hear from you by election day, like what's going on, and do that. So I've been checking to see if there has been a response to what I left in that little nook.
Okay, 1 second. I'm looking up. First, I'm looking up Woke's prices. And I'll say it gets back to you. Somebody roleplay really fast while I look up this price. I just gotta find it.
Penny will meet up with Yumi. So election day seems to be an event, a spectacle of sorts, a debauchery, a mess, if you will. Have you heard anything about any sorts of downgoings?
I'm just gonna look at Penny and like jump in her head, and I'm like, I don't think we should say things out loud about this election. Is how I'm feeling about it.
Penny starts. She's like, you give her a hand. And she starts to walk away from you as she normally does, and she
Yeah.
goes, "I've heard several times the specific phrase, 'the walls have ears,' and I'm starting to think maybe it's not just a phrase. Because
No, I don't
I know
either.
I've already been listening to people, but is someone else using some sort of means to listen to people? It got me curious. And she's gonna head to the hothouse because she wants to talk to Viney to see if Viney can see any sus shit going down right now. She's like, let me tap on my computer screen real quick. Viney, do you see any things that are going down Hollow Child related, sus activities of people joining and gathering anywhere that you can see?
I'm gonna be honest with you, girl. I cannot see too far down. I got eyes out the wall, but they can only see down a couple floors. I can't even see the bottom of death's door. I can maybe just see the top of someone's head if they're standing down there. If only I could grow a little more, I could see. Go ahead and roll me a nature check with advantage.
Oh my god.
I don't look at it. I don't have good natures. There's one thing.
This
I
is
like
like your
natures
thing.
That's
It's
the
like,
most
I'm
ironic
just,
thing.
I'm just a plant. I'm a talking plant. I'm a charismatic plant. It's a 6. Smooth 6 or 9. I really don't know where the line goes. I think it's under it.
She's gonna tell you there's a very special food that that Professor what's her name?
Dribbles.
Yes, Professor Trevels feeds her to make her grow, but she only gives her a little bit. If only she could get a bunch of that, she'd be able to grow a little faster.
Does she know where she keeps it?
She always comes around the corner and keeps it. She always gets it from her office, which is around that corner.
Suck a check. Back in her office, go.
Just go
that's a
sneak
suck a
around
tail
her
or something. I said I'm a talker. I can't roll other things. But Penny will chat back with Yumi. I can't get any details from my plant sources, but something's definitely going down. I've heard hushed tones, but I'm really curious to know what exactly that is.
Yeah,
because
and
what should we be worried about exactly?
well, Helen told me that it's like neck and neck in this race. Like it's nothing compared to last year, apparently. And even though Artheon has most people in his pocket, for some reason Aviv is like right there with him in the running of things, which I don't care too much for, but
he hasn't been super active until recently. So what is Aviv? It sounds like Aviv has
Helen seems
something.
to think that Aviv knows something, and he's using that to his advantage to win this race against Hallow Child.
It seems like, and it seems really that he's sharing this information as well, because people have to believe him. Like, what's he pitching? Scott, can I go? Because
I'm gonna track him down too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for people who are voting, who say they're voting for Aviv, and I want to see what the general vibe of why they're voting for Aviv is.
And I'm trying to hunt down Aviv so I can monitor him from a distance.
Yeah, I'm tracking socially. What's the tea about Aviv? Why is Aviv so popular, Scott?
Okay, so while Bognak and Yumi are looking for Aviv, asking around, you meet this white kinku with these big, like lightish purplish pink antlers and this purplish pink beak named Push Hard. She's in House Barrelhorn, and she tells you that Aviv has been telling her exactly the things that she wants to change. He has been telling her that we should work together and that villainy doesn't have to be everyone by themselves, and about how that's how you get killed, is you just work by yourself and you don't work the room and work your allies. But then, strangely enough, it's like I had specific requests that it's almost like he could hear me. He knew. I was in my room one day and I was like, man, I wish it was warmer in these rooms. And he was telling me that if he were elected president, he would find a way to warm up the rooms, and I didn't even ask. It's like he knew.
She goes, thank you. Great. why don't you like Hello Child?
Because
And
he's
then
a
as she
dick.
starts to talk about that, Penny jumps back to Yumi and she goes, Aviv is using the walls to listen to everyone and just telling them what they want to hear. So smart. I hate it.
How is he doing this though?
I don't know, but he's doing it, and that's what I'm curious about, more so than how he's doing it. But I think that is curious. I'm not sure how he's doing it though, but it seems to be that he's listening to people and just telling and feeding them back what they want to hear. The question is, does he have the power to actually do that? And then I would look at the girl I'm talking to. What makes you think he could implement all these changes if he's telling everyone he can do all these things? Can a president do all that by themselves? What year are you? How much validation do you have? How much? What do you have riding on this?
She tells you that she's a first year. She's a first year barrel horn, and Artheon's just a dick to her, and that Aviv seems like he cares about her. And at the end of the day, it seems like Aviv is concerned about what we do after we graduate, that life isn't just in Dragontooth, and that this is all building up to something, and he wants us to be ready for when we graduate. You know, Artheon just seems to care about himself.
That is not the typical high school president, let me tell you. Most of those guys did peak in high school. So sorry if anybody in here is a high school president.
I was senior class president.
Hey.
I was senior class president. Yes.
All right, bye, everybody. I'm going to disconnect for the rest of the session. We've had a good time.
I was most likely to lead a D&D campaign.
Success.
I wasn't.
It's all downhill.
I was anyways. Well, I do appreciate the time, Pushard, and I hope to see you around. Penelope Flora, I'm running for House Representative of Our Grim. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
Oh,
I like to get to know all the first years.
I saw your advertisements on the Orbs. Who are you voting for president?
Well, Aviv, obviously, because again, I think he's a total trash dick, and I want to see him fall and crumble. But I do think that there may be some fun things happening, you know. So let's keep on our toes.
You have my vote.
Oh, thank you. I love a fan. She shakes hand again.
One positive relationship point with Push Hard.
I hope to see you around sometime. You should stop by the hot house. There's great rooted if you're into it. I've just found that thing and I love it. So yeah. But thanks for chatting with me, and I do hope that all your dreams come true. And she starts to walk away.
Did you just hit her with a Napoleon Dynamite campaign line?
Did I?
You absolutely did. Pedro walks on stage and says, "If you vote for me, all of your wildest dreams will come true."
Listen, icons speak like icons, okay? Vote for Pedro. Penny Pedro, there it is.
Baby.
Vote for Penny. Vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro. Yeah, and then I'll just kind of keep kikiing with Yumi about what we're learning. But
yeah, I feel like Penny and I are just going back and forth like with intel and shit.
Before we get to this double search on Aviv, I just need to check in really fast. What is B doing during all of this?
Okay, so my first question is B aware of the things that they're shining at her during the Venom Run match? Like, does she know what it is? Like, do I need to roll like a perception check? Okay, mirrors.
I love how B has
Erica also wants to know.
no political aspirations. Just what's that shiny stuff? Is it valuable, or do I need to get rid of it?
He doesn't even know what an election is. B has no concept of societal structure whatsoever.
Roll an investigation check. Let's get to the bottom of this right now.
An 8.
No. Maybe you saw like one or two people had like a button or something on their outfit. Yeah, or maybe like one or two people had a ring, but like right now it just seems like everyone's got something different.
Okay. Well, B's gonna head to the school shop then. B could give two shits less about the politics of Dragontooth. No, B's heading to the store.
Okay.
She can't even say politics. She's like,
hello, B. May I help you?
I guess. B just kind of like stares up from across the counter. when I'm playing my game that I play, everybody keeps shining stuff in my eye and I can't see. So I want something shiny too that I can wear to shine back at all of them.
A shiny. Shiny for shiny. Shiny. Let's see.
Shiny.
What are you, just looking for like a reflective surface to wear on your chest? Like a big bling bling? I don't know, give you some
Yeah.
extra flav?
Yeah, or maybe something small things that I can tie together that I can wear. You know, if you don't have anything big, maybe a bunch of small things.
Like a necklace?
Sure. Because like, what's a necklace? No, I'm just kidding.
A necklace is the thing that, sure, I've got some metal things. It'll take me a second to fashion. I can give it to you probably before the speeches. But you know, you give me about 5 gold pieces. I can make you a really nice, super reflective necklace.
B just nods, slaps 5 gold on the counter, and is immediately out of there. B wants to spend no time with him that's longer than necessary.
Alrighty. All right, cool. Searching around, they Yumi and Bognak hear that Vive has been giving like personal like conversations in the Vaurgrim house lobby, and you both find yourself there at the door, the big wall with the Vaurgrim lion on it. You both walk up at the same time.
Oh, hey,
I'm not walking up to him.
Yeah, you guys are just at the wall, like the entrance that you have to say the password.
Oh, we're just at the entrance.
Bognak says barrel horn. Works on my door. So anyway. Yeah, what are you doing here? I was looking for Aviv.
I mean, that's who I was looking for.
Oh, what are you you found that kind of like nervously scratching. What are you looking for Aviv for? Exactly.
Well, I just need to know what's going on with this elections. You know, got stories to run.
Yeah,
the bleed and whatnot.
Yeah, I know y'all have the stories and stuff, but I know I talked to you about it. I've heard more people saying that interviews are happening that they didn't know. Yumi, are all of your interviews like above par? Like, are they all true stories?
Of course, Bognak. Why wouldn't you trust me?
Because I know that one wasn't me, and so I don't really trust that Helen, and I'm worried about you talking to her.
Helen is the one conducting the interviews. I can't help if these people don't remember doing them afterwards.
It's not a fact if I don't remember. I know I wasn't there.
Well, memory's a really funny thing, isn't it?
I mean, no. It's not a funny thing. In fact, it's a pretty concrete thing. I mean, like, and I poor Wolfheart. I mean, Wolfheart, you can't even recognize them. They lost so much hair. They look like Taylor got a hold of them.
Listen, that's Wolfheart's problem.
I really worry about and that's why, that's why I'm back in Aviv, and I just hope you're not upset about it, because I just don't think
Bognak, you're not upsetting me.
Okay.
Other people you might upset, and then you have to watch your back for that one. But,
well,
I mean, if someone's just turning into anyone willy-nilly, it looks like you can't trust anybody.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if the bleed goes away, maybe you could run a more reputable news source or something. You seem to have a real knack for it, and, I think that could be a reason for you to get in the corner. But I'm gonna barrel horn. Damn it.
Bognak, that's not gonna
work. I'm just I gotta get in and talk to
Aviv?
Ding dong. Here for Aviv? Is there like a buzzer? Oh wait, hold on.
The big lion Vaurgrim on the wall, you just see his eyes are like
Vaurgrim.
They'll all start moving, open
That's
up.
the name of the house, I guess.
Bognak's gonna start walking up to teachers' doors and just being like
as you walk in around the corners, the big orb, you hear the bleed. It's Helen being like, "The bleed. Our stories are 100% accurate."
Bognak looks disgusted.
Don't go around yelling fake news. We know what those people look like.
Okay, well that's actually a fair counterpoint. So Bognak is gonna make his way to
There's a crowd around the couch where Aviv is, and you walk
Oh.
up as Aviv is saying, I understand what you guys are saying, and that's why I'm concerned that if we don't pool our resources together when we get out, we'll just be taken out one at a time. I'm talking about full working together. And everyone's like,
Yeah, that's why Bognak's been listening to him. He likes that story. He likes that tale. He's gonna wait for him to finish working the crowd because he just wants to talk to him. As
yeah,
an
everyone
ally.
starts to break up.
Yeah.
There's like a punch bowl. No, just kidding. There's little sandwiches.
Punch, guys.
Bognak drinks from it. What do I get now?
What a tale as old as time. And everyone's mingling.
tale.
Vive sees you walk up first. Who's walking up first?
I'm just gonna keep myself within earshot so I can hear the conversations he's
Cool.
having.
Oh, Bognak, how's it been?
It's been going pretty good. I think I've got a good shot of locking up the barrel horn representative. So, I've been doing a good job, and I think we've had really similar campaigns. I just kind of wanted to check on how you're doing, make sure everything's safe. You're all right. Like,
I'm fully confident I will secure this position. Now, I'm already planning for when I win, and when I win, you have sort of a reputation on your head. Now, from what I'm gathering, most people see you as, well, sort of a threat, but also some people see you as kind of weak. You have a good mixture, and that's what I like. You can bring different people in. I'm thinking, if this goes well, when it goes well, there might be a place for you on my council.
yeah, that'd be great. Is there like a treasure opening or something? I got a buddy as well who wants to.
Unfortunately, I can't just give you a treasure position. You have to be voted.
Well, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but I've heard someone, also on the presidential ballot, is promising elected positions to people. And it's not you. You're not the one doing that, so that doesn't leave many options.
Artheon's stronghold over the teachers of this school has become a big problem. And with my campaign, I will fully look into what the hell is going on and put a stop to it. Now, I have been watching your campaign unfold, and you have a good thing going. Actually, I hear a lot of positive things about you. What position were you running for again?
Barrel horn, like representative.
Representative?
Like, yeah.
To be a freshman elected for a representative of the whole house is huge, but I feel good about it. But I think you shouldn't worry. Me and you together, we can really do this. In fact, after the speeches are done today, why don't you bring your trusted allies, only the ones you trust, because I have something really big to reveal, and only a small group needs to hear this first. Why don't you just meet me on death's door? Everyone will be in the furnace and the gibbles and drinking everything. Meet me on the furnace and we'll talk. But only bring your trusted allies. I have something that we're going to create together. Can I trust you?
Hey, with everything, man.
Did I hear him
trust you,
telling
I believe in you.
Bognak this?
You did.
Okay.
And Mom just kind of looks at me. He's like, again, like, just be careful. I've heard, just watch yourself when you take a shit, because I've heard people dying in the bathroom lately, and I just want to make sure, like, you have a presidential guard, right?
Trust me, I'm not worried about a random druid crawling through the wall holes. We'll be
Yeah, that's
fine.
exactly what I'm worried about, actually. But we'll talk later.
Add one more point of relationship point positive with Aviv Trath, and he's just
Cool.
going to kind of look over, just shifty his eyes towards Yumi a little bit, and say, "You watch out too. I know you didn't do that interview."
Whatever are you talking about?
You can't hear it. Well, you can hear him, but is that how you interject?
Yeah.
No, I'm not
Okay.
interjecting. I thought he was saying it to me.
No.
That's what was happening, Joe. I was like,
I give him a sheepish nod, and then I do run away to check the note I had left in the bathroom in Barrel Horn.
Okay. As he runs out of the room, Yumi, how are you responding?
I think I'm just gonna like stare Aviv down for a second and just be like, I fucking see you. We are not on the same page. And this is not gonna end up well for one of us.
Is that telepathically?
No, this is just like what I'm thinking to myself.
So
This
in
is the look. I'm
Oh.
trying to just like portray an eat shit look really good.
He
Eat my poop.
he's just going to smile at you and pull a button off of it that moves. It has a Vive, and it quickly turns to like the bleed, like the word the bleed, like a noose, doing, and back to his face like this. He just hands it to you. Vote for Aviv.
I go to reach and then just like slap it out of his hand. Nice to see you again, Aviv.
Gained 1 negative relationship point with Aviv Trap.
Noted.
Bognak, as you go back to Barrelhorn and run through the portal and run back to the bathroom, what did the note originally say?
So the original note, and let me pull it back up. What I had sent to you before. Yo, Scotty Joe.
Yeah,
No,
you read that to us. Story time.
all the
Penny
way-
makes her way to Bowergrim.
I'm all the way up to the
Okay.
crafting, so I gotta get back up. Got to the note I had sent you.
Sure.
B is also just for a side tangent. B is gonna be
You guys
looking for Annabelle.
Oh.
All of this is going on.
Okay.
If you want to do that with B while I find the note. Go
Well,
for it.
Penny has just walked into the Valorgrim lobby. She says,
Yeah. Is he in House Bowergrim, or is he just
"In the lobby."
But is he a part of the House Bowergrim, or is he just at House Bowergrim?
Oh, like
Penny
is he
knows.
himself like?
Yeah, and is he?
No, he is not. Well, I mean, I guess over his campaigning, you would hear that he's House Chronosteer.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, he couldn't get in the dorms if he wanted to.
house. Yeah. And Penny kind of like shows up, and she's never spoken to him, but she saw him at the party, and she'll kind of she'll kind of approach him and give him a general Penelope Flora. You can call me Penny. I'm running for Valgrim House representative. Nice to meet you. I hope I see your campaign has gone very well against the Hallow Child. How does that feel for you?
Not as stressful as one might think. I'm not too worried about Hallow Child. He may have the teacher's Teluncan desires within his hands, but he holds no pressure over me. And the people who will vote for me know the truth, and that I will help them.
Oh, be careful. They say the walls have ears. And also, the Teluncan's in my hands, not the teacher's. So you don't worry about that. I know whose genitals he's eating.
It's actually nice to meet you. I've heard quite a bit about. You are a very inquisitive freshman. I've heard.
Oh, well, I'm glad that people are talking.
Yes.
Means I'm making a.
And it's very
impression, of sorts.
It's very generous. You feeding Cleonile at all?
Yeah, I do what I can for the people around me. Gotta make sure I can keep all my promises.
I believe in that. You would be a great asset moving forward with certain things that, with our council, with plans moving forward.
Well, I do hope that we both get elected this year and all of your plans can come to fruition. I hear you're almost neck and neck.
Yeah,
You pull ahead.
I
You got
hear
my
a little
vote,
better
so-
than that, but actually, I've heard that you're kind of a shoo-in.
Oh, well, that I haven't heard, but now that I have, it makes me very happy to.
And
know.
I just want to say, as a member of my council, I believe we should employ some more trust between each other. Would you agree?
I think trust is the only way to get anywhere in life.
There are things that will be happening, and after the election tonight, big things will be moving. I want to let you in on something that's very secret. And he's just gonna get closer to the wall, almost like looking at the wall, just kind of like away from people, just kind of talking to you, almost like you're at a museum looking at a painting, but he's like telling you something. Meet me at death's door after the speeches. I wish to show you what truly will be Dragontooth to come in the future.
And she kind of leans closer to him and the wall. Are you aware of who you're going up against with this Hallow Child? You speak of his affiliations with teachers. Do you know just how far they go? Or are you kind of shooting in the dark? It's careful not to aim with precision.
Hello, child. Like I has until graduation to make his moves. His time is running out. He will not have his power forever. I know what he holds, and I will put an end to it. He dare not come after me.
And how do you plan to get that secret out? She doesn't want anyone else to know, so I doubt that it's a very broad one.
I believe when our moves are made, something bigger will bring the attention to the teachers, where he will no longer be needed to them.
I worry only because you say teachers when I think of a certain one specifically whose relationships I know go pretty deep personally with him. And I don't know if the other teachers really hold up in a merit.
Morton Zhao walks by. Penny, I can't wait to vote today. Everyone's saying you're a shoo-in. I'm going to go put my vote in as soon as I can. I'm really proud of you.
I've heard. Isn't that... Thank you so much for the vote, Morton Zhao. That is grand. Oh, please make sure you vote, and I just love the support from you. Thank you so much.
I also look forward to our trainings later.
Yeah, of course. Gotta stay on top of our A game. We've not been doing too well, but you've been making absolutely great progress. So,
why are you personifying Morton Zhao as the where's my hug guy?
Morton Zhao's gonna walk on, and Aviv is just gonna watch him and look at you and see. That's what I mean, power. Meet me.
And he kind of snaps when that happens. She goes from this we're having this conversation. She's like, oh my god, that's so great. Since he walks away, yeah. There's just
such a politician.
Such quick shifts. She's like, so like we were saying, but I only worry that your scope of things of the situation may be more fine than it should be. But I also know we can't speak freely here, so I can't know just how wide your scope is. But I do endorse you, and I also worry for you. Not from me, but from those who've disposed of others. Findaga comes to mind. A plan so well thought shouldn't fall apart so easily, yet one did. That sounds a little suspect, don't you think?
His body gets a little more tense at the words Fendaga, and he says, I completely understand your concern. But meet me at death's door, and I will explain. Again, one positive relationship point with Aviv Trath. It's so nice talking to you again, Penny. And again, congratulations on your campaign and all your success.
I can't wait to work with you, sir. And she shakes his hand. And she turns.
He's just going to also rally everyone for Penny and endorse you as well in the room.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. While she's saying thank you, she pops over to Yumi and she's like, this sick son of a bitch is listening to everything everyone's saying. And I just want to know if all or selectively. Very curious.
He seems to know a little bit about everything, which is very worrisome.
He knows things that he definitely shouldn't know,
Mm-hmm.
which I kind of like, but I know things I shouldn't know, so I'm not worried. But it's going to be a grand time, and he definitely is someone who could work to our uses for what we've got going on, and no one likes Artheon anyway, so the enemy of my enemy is still my friend, and Aviv is cute. So why not?
You have your fun with that.
Aviv is a short king, canonically. He's 5'4". We love a short king.
Hey. She'll pick him up. Sharing word.
Meanwhile, fucking B in a huff has ran around until the very back corner of the library is Annabella talking with her good friend Jessamine Tunnelly. And they're, oh my god, and they both turn and see B walking up. Can we help you, little rat?
B immediately goes up and bites Annabelle on the ankle again, like she did before.
All right, roll
We
your
want to talk about mother.
roll your attack. Roll your attack. Embrace it, B. I love it.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh,
Roll
I
the-
go right for the Achilles heel too. Like right, hoping I can maim this bitch.
All right. Roll the damage.
Is that technically an unarmed strike?
I think so.
Okay.
So,
3.
So, well, the way I think we changed it a couple episodes ago for nat 20s. The first damage dice is going to be max, and then the second one you roll.
Okay, so that would be 7 then.
Okay, 7 damage. She's going to scream bloody murder as her and Jessamine are like fucking pushing you off. You're small in the mechanics, so they're it'll be their turn next. They're immediately gonna get you and push you the fuck off and just start yelling at you like, you fucking little rat, like we'll fucking destroy you at this school. You are nothing. You are literally fucking nothing. And they're gonna like right next is like the advanced student quarters where they're gonna like scurry away to fix her fucking bleeding leg. Gain a
Can I get
negative.
an attack? Can I get an attack of opportunity if she's running? I go for the other ankle.
Yeah. Go ahead.
oh my god. This is why I love you.
That's a 15.
Yeah, it hits.
Oh my god.
Roll the damage again. Oh my god. It's so
So that's only
funny.
one
Ankles.
damage on the other ankle.
Okay, all right. So they're gonna go off. You're gonna
Wait,
hear
1 plus your strength, right? It's like 4.
Crunk, sheesh. You're gonna hear her scream. Jessamine is gonna be like, "Thanks, you little fucking rat! Now she can't even cheer tonight for the fucking speeches." They're gonna
Maybe
go.
this wouldn't have happened if you didn't make those people shine that shiny stuff in my face.
I'll shine your fucking eyes, fucking angel. They're gonna go in the advanced student quarters. You're like chasing after them, but it's this like glowing like doorway. You just like hit it like a hard wall. You're not able to go inside of it. 1 negative relationship point with Annabelle Lilyneth, and another negative relationship point with Jessamine Tunnelly. And I swear, B, by the end of this campaign, I want to see the biggest negatives, and I will give you like an ultimate prize.
That's -3 with Annabella, so.
That's -3. One more, and you've got an
Yeah.
arch nemesis. I don't know.
Who you're being, beloved or nemesis. Stay tuned to find out, guys.
That's fucking hilarious. All right. Meanwhile,
Better
running.
be lucky I didn't whip out that katana. If Jessamine wasn't with her, that would have been game over. For
You whipped out the
Annabella. That's all
katana.
I'm
We'd
saying.
have to actually fight.
Yeah, that's all. She better be glad Jessamine was there. That's all I'm saying. That was her saving grace.
I imagine you standing in front of the advanced student corners with your katana, just like screaming, waving it.
I'm like, I still can't spell hard yet, but when I do, things are gonna get a lot harder for you.
You look over and it's just Jack who's like reading a book. He just like closes the book, puts it like
Yeah, fuck that.
kind of scurries away because you're like around the same size. He's like, "Fuck, she can take me." Meanwhile, Bognak is rushed into the barrel horn bathrooms. What did the note say that you left?
So the specific note that I had typed to you was addressing the person who killed Stenver. I don't know who you are, but now I know how you got here to kill Stenver. Don't touch any more of my friends. I'm not looking for trouble, but when it comes for me, I'm not going to back down. Only reason I haven't said something to the professors about this passage yet is because it's a helpful, useful place to hide my friend. If you understand, leave a note back. I'm looking for your response before election night.
And there's no indication that you are the one who left it.
No, I definitely, I probably signed it Bognak T Bruiser. I'm not.
I put my
Oh
mail
my
again.
god.
Bognak T Bruiser, left a little like wax seal and everything. It's very official.
Okay,
Just
No
the
idea, no idea where I got the wax.
because
Was not
I
Bognak,
love
was
utter
the guy.
chaos, this is what the note will say.
Great.
You are no one with no friends. Even the ones around you hate you. Your interview was made by someone within your own squad. How's that for trust? And then there's just a piece of shit beside it.
There's shit in there. Hey! Bognak yells in the tunnel. He's like, "You're a loser in a hole. My friend's in this hole too. Go fuck yourself." Bognak slams the whole shit.
Go fuck yourself. Behind you is this floating Will.
I was still in that hole 3 weeks later.
you tell that whole Bognak.
Well, hey, Will, I told you, man, you could stay in the other bed now that Sazerac, Metreon, Synthos, or whatever's gone. So you can move in there.
Oh, I got quite comfortable into the hole, but then there was this rat that came with a piece of paper and a pen.
Wait, you told me that rat could write?
And
so it is a rat. There is a druid in the walls. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, I followed him. He went out of it, and then he went into the bathroom of Valorgrim.
What are you doing there?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't want to leave the hole.
That's a responsible decision. I'm glad you were safe.
But it's okay because there's more space too. It seems it goes out into the Chronosteer bathroom too. It's like one big sewage pipe, but not for sewage.
So you're telling me this can get to any of the dorms, huh? So it could have been anybody.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
I don't know who this is, but they're really pissing me off.
Me too. I need you to hide me soon. The Solvent Slitter is on its way.
How many days do we have?
4 weeks.
Okay, 4 weeks. That's a lot of time. That's I'm sure we'll cover that in the time skip, whatever. That's 4 weeks is a lot of time.
I cannot stand Will.
Bite him.
I wish I could. Trust me, I wish I could.
So Will's like my best friend. This guy, I made him. I'm trying to make him a friendship bracelet, but he can't wear it yet. I'm like, one of these, you're gonna be able to.
That is a problem.
And I'm just gonna be like, and there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about while we're alone. And I kind of look around. I check the hole for the rat. I yell in the hole, "Fuck you!" And then I turn back around.
You hear?
Hey, come back here! Come back here! Face me like a man, you coward! It's just my face squeezing the hole really tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very The Shining vibes. Anyway, I turn back around.
Oh no.
Here's Bognak. I look at Will and I'm like, so something I want to talk to you about when nobody else is around. You said you brought treasure here?
I rode up on my ship. I did not see the rocks. And I hit the rocks and all my treasure and ship fell.
So your ship was the Fang.
Yes.
And it's, oh my god. Huh. So the sunken Fang, that's your ship? I mean, like, what happened?
No, my ship's called the Fang.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's sunk, bud. It's sunk.
My ship, I will repair my ship. Who in chat just said this is professional? I take that as sarcasm, sir. No, I believe we can repair my ship, and then I'll take all my gold, and I'll be able to get home to my wife and little baby boy.
Oh God. Bognak, knowing this is 100-something years in the future, that baby, he might have a great grandchild somewhere. But he's like, so. Where is your treasure? Is it all sunk at the bottom? What happened to your ship?
I don't know. I tried to look for it, but they came and they took over this building, and it all went down, and they put it way underground in the labyrinth.
Who's they? There's a labyrinth to the school? The lowest floor is the where we have the Venom Run games.
No, it goes deeper.
Deeper? Do you know how to get down there?
I'm lost from my treasure forever. But they did take some. The mean, mean lady.
The headmaster. Hey, shh. It's okay, bro. It's okay.
Oh my god.
Will you hide me from her too?
I don't think she's too worried about you. I don't think she's too worried about any of us. But
Bognak, if you can get me to the labyrinth, perhaps I can help you find it, and then we will truly be allies.
If I can find some way to get into this basement, I'm gonna go talk to somebody about a shovel. I'll be back.
Shovel.
And he's like, "Thank you for telling me, Will. Your secrets. You are literally my closest friend here." So
We'll call beloved Bognak. That's the beloved we get first.
that's the beloved we get first.
It was
If I
the
could find
very
that-
first person you met.
It was the very first person we met.
Hey,
and
Lysandra, she counts. She's dead now, but she counts.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't really want her around anyway. I was like, I don't want her praying for me. Anybody don't know? If you don't know what's going on, go watch the first episode. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
Anyway,
Bognak is talk to the treasurer. He got that note back. He's just gonna write a note back. He's like, I think at lunch, or well, I guess we've already had lunch. Next chance he gets, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I bet you're hungry, huh? Here's a little something for you." He's gonna shit in a pie and put it back in there.
Shit in a pie?
Because that's his food. So he's just gonna
Okay,
shit in
well,
pie
there's
and
the speeches before dinner, so are you just
Yeah.
gonna shit and wait for the pie?
No,
You
I'm
gotta
saying
hold it.
Next time he writes a note, he's like, "I bet you're hungry, huh? Hiding out in these
I'm gonna
walls."
hold this poop.
He's like-
B, a kiss from Unarin sounds pretty good now, doesn't it? Big old shit
Yeah.
pie.
About to say, you better
Nah,
if he's
yeah.
gonna hold it, you better make him roll Constitution saving throws too.
I'm not holding it. It's gonna be. It's gonna be a later point. I'm not.
All right.
And I'm considering plugging the hole, but I'm not going to just yet.
All right. Nothing else after that is very successful. It's time for the speeches. The huge crowd in the furnace. Professor Roshk has gotten like some students, some bards together to do some music. Artheon is like is singing up there. Gonna be the greatest president there's ever been, and everyone's like, oh yes, huge crowd. All the professors are there, except for Headmaster. She's not there, and they're going to introduce the two candidates, Vive Treth and Artheon Hallowchild.
B
Artheon
starts booing when they introduced Artheon. B starts booing.
Again,
It's so tiny from like the very back. You probably can't even see her like through the crowd. It's just boo.
legit just rolled a perception check and he got a nat 20. So
Damn it!
1 negative point with Artheon Hallowchild.
I hear you, B.
Like as you did that, people are like, oh, and they move out of the way. So like everyone just like Michael Jackson leans out of the way.
Man, I mean,
That's 3 negative points with people just this session.
hey, I've got.
But you got
positive
your
points
first
session.
positive, and that's what matters.
Whoa! That one little one.
All right, Artheon walks on stage. People get quiet. He
Probably
says,
die.
"This is his speech." Students, professors, staff, allies, enemies, and Hallow children. A bunch of people in the crowd. Hallow children.
Can I take note of anybody around me that just did that?
Perception check.
Yeah,
Yep.
I also want to look too.
All right, perception check.
Yeah,
I'm busy.
16.
You notice, Professor Culverlack is one of them.
Damn it, Culverlack.
He's like doing it kind of small, but you know him. He's like,
Well, and Roshka's the one last episode that was like, "I'm one of you guys." So I guess some of these professors don't have evening plumes professionalism, where
No.
he does not
No,
want
no,
to be
no, no,
involved. Yeah.
and what did you roll? Nothing.
I'm
Okay.
just. That's a really good show.
He continues. I want everyone to thank me for taking out over 16 students in the past 4 weeks, making it easier for you to stand out, and teaching you to look out over your shoulder. I've taught you more in 4 weeks than the professors have. So people will laugh. The crowd start cheering up like, you're welcome. But you all need to do better. We need to up those numbers, and you all need to step up. When we graduate, Headmaster Vital releases us upon Silvernell against an onslaught of heroes. We need to train now. Graduating should be earned through blood, not test scores. So, my proposal, no more test scores. No more freebies in dueling class, success or death. No more dinner breaks. No more health potions sold in the Sunken Fang. And above all, no more mascot help in fights. The people in the crowd, woo, start to cheer and go crazy. If you elect me, your student body president, things will get harder, yes. But when you finally get out of this prison and into the real world, you will truly have what it takes to be evil. Dragontooth has gotten soft, and I will change that. Make Dragontooth evil again. You're welcome. The whole audience goes wild. He gets a spray tan. I'm just kidding. All right. Aviv Trath, he walks by with his squad past Aviv Trath. Aviv like puts out his hand to shake him. Artheon just knocks his fucking hand out of the way. Aviv gets up. You hear some boos. You see Artheon laugh. Aviv says, "Students and professors, villainy does not mean self-isolation and self-destruction. Being a villain means strength and cunning. Getting what you want and needing to go against the status quo to get it. Killing one another dwindles our forces down, so when we finally break free from this prison, we are alone and outnumbered. We need all of us. We can spread out to take down everyone. Vial, Ardinia, Cantabile, every single hypocritical bureaucrat will fall. If you elect Artheon Hallowed Dick, you're cutting your own leg off. You're taking away your oxygen. All he cares about is himself. I'll give it to him that he truly is evil. But that sort of evil will fail, and we've seen it time and time again. It's now time to be smart. I propose we start by protecting ourselves and bringing us together as a student body. In my first 100 days, I want to create a plan committee to start our graduation plan. A plan that will see the end of Summit and the fall of its control. The audience goes wild. I want to abolish the bleed that has worked so hard to divide us. No more death in dueling. Everyone gets to learn. I want the truth about what happens to the seniors. You see the teachers just kind of look at each other. No more tricks and lies and cover-ups. I want more health potions. More accountability to those who sit at the top. And I will demand Fetal be here every day and show her cowardly face. It's time to put our forces for evil together. Together as one. Thank you, fellow students. Fuck you, Fetal. Fendaga. Everyone goes wild. A couple of the teachers like swarm him to talk to him, and you just hear, Aviv Trath, Aviv Trath. And Artheon's like, oh, fuck you guys, Aviv Trath. Everyone goes to put in the vote. It is voting time. B, who are you voting for student president?
Okay, big question. Is it like, do you have to write a name down, or is it like 2 boxes that you can check?
Go for the...
It's a checkable box, but there's also a box where you can write in someone.
Go for the shorter name, B. Go for the shorter name.
I feel like... I want to say that B... You know what? I'm about to...
I kind of figured B would write in her own name. I kind of figured B would write
I'm rolling a die because B can't read. So if it's a 1, it's
hey, we're working on that.
You can read a 4-letter word. And if it's a 2, it's a vote for Aviv because she's just gonna randomly check one. Since
Aviv's a 4-letter word, and 2 of them are the same letter.
I failed.
I'm offended as your tutor.
I failed earlier knowing how to read 4-letter words. So I can almost still read 4-letter words.
You know how to read shit.
They start with an A, so B is like, I don't know which is which. Okay.
That's true to character, and I respect it.
It was a 2. B votes for Aviv.
Okay, 1 vote for Aviv. Penny.
Aviv.
Yumi. Do it.
Nick.
Do it.
Yumi can vote for Artheon, but really, can Yumi live in Artheon's world? That's the real question. Like, are you that petty to kill yourself? How big's your ego?
Got it.
How big's that ego? You're-
I'm just gonna write "fuck the system" and submit that.
Penny. My bad.
No, okay, I'll vote for Artheon though.
Wow.
Okay, and Bognak.
Aviv.
All right, it's
No
gonna
potions for you and me. Yeah.
it's gonna take a while for everyone to vote and for the votes to get counted. So, what do people want to do while this is going on?
Scott, what you just proposed was a really bad thing about like a two-party system, which was one of the candidates got up there and said, "I'm going to rip off your head and shit down your throat," and the other candidate said, "Hey, maybe we should work together." And for some reason, we're still voting for the guy who's going to shit down our throats. So
Well,
that's
He's gonna shit down some people's
It's
throats.
called spite, honey, and it runs deep.
Yes.
He'll shit down the weak people's throats. So, but he's also got people thinking that they're very strong, and I think that's
Yes.
a bit, I think both of them are all playing.
Also-
That's what he's super trash.
I didn't say the options would be good.
I
Yeah.
like him.
Bognak votes for himself and Penny as well. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a rule against that.
Oh yeah, I guess we got to vote for.
If I win by one vote, I know it was me.
Yeah.
Scott, where's my whole ballad?
It's right there. You don't see it? It's right there.
I need all the names of all the people.
So for treasurer. There we go.
Does anyone not? Any of the teachers not swarm him when at the mention of Findiga? Particularly, I know.
I was about to say Evening Bloom. It's got to be fucking Evening
Yes.
Bloom.
But everyone
Mhm.
else is triggered by the name. I love that. I love that energy.
Evening Bloom's my favorite teacher.
I definitely want to place Penny towards the Artheon voters because I want to know what they're talking about. Because she doesn't trust this is gonna not. She didn't know how this was gonna go, and now that he is like name dropping, I was like, oh, we're getting ballsy this year. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So she wants
Yeah.
to know. She wants to know what the other teams got going on. So she's like, "Let's not be here," because
Cool.
I'm sure that they're a very rowdy group. She's just gonna mingle with them.
All right, Bognak, you see across the room, Aviv has gotten away from the teachers, and he just looks at you and starts walking up the steps.
I was about to say he said bring my most trusted allies, right? I grab B and I say, show me under the bracelet.
Oh, it's after speech. We have to go to the thing.
And I see the shitty smear. I'm like, all right, B, come with me. If you want, if you don't want to, that's fine. But I'm gonna go meet Aviv. And then
Just follows on his coattail.
yeah, so I'm only taking B though because
Okay.
she's the only one that did the
Nobody
tattoo.
got the
I forgot-
tattoo.
I forgot that I forgot that's happening right now. So instead of that, me going to talk to them, I think I would go to Yumi, give her the eyes, and then start walking out. And then, do you do the thing, Yumi? She does the thing, and I'm like, hey, you should stick around the Artheon crew. I'm gonna go check out what Aviv's group is doing.
Let me know what's going on.
And then
I'll
so
keep
she
you
will- and she
updated.
will head that way.
People are trying to talk to Aviv as he's going up the stairs. Bognak, he's approached immediately by another senior, this dwarven woman with red hair. She's like, I really like what you're doing, Aviv. I voted for you, just so you know. He goes, thank you, Haroldine. It's very nice of you to do that. She's like, perhaps we could talk. He says, later. We have a private matter to discuss. She says, oh, okay, very well. And she walks away. She's just getting kind of swarmed. You go up to Death's door, so it's you and B. There's no one else up there. Do you make yourself known, or are you hiding or stealthing, Penny? Are you just walking up there?
Stealthing? Ew, no. She won't walk with them, but she's heading that way.
So
Just because she's not. I don't think she's. Am I trying to avoid someone particularly, or is she
no,
is she
it's
stealthing
just
to the?
they're going up to Death's door, which is the platform up the steps. So if you go up the steps, there's nothing out there but stone and doors and ladders, so they'll see you.
Oh yeah, I mean she's supposed to be going this. I guess she's not stressed about it. Yeah. She's not trying to hide from the people at Death's
Right,
door that
cool.
she's going to this thing. Yeah, she's not hiding from them. Correct. Yes. Sorry, I was confused.
All right, so as you three go up there, Aviv, says hi to B because he was really drunk. He doesn't really remember meeting her. But Bognak trusts her.
We got the tails. We bonded. It's good. It's good.
And he said, ask, are you all three, moving forward, I need trust. Are you three, do you work together? Do you trust each other?
I would, if there's a moment, Penny would say, I did not come with them, but I do trust them. Do we need to be on a team for something, or can I speak for myself?
We're all going to be working towards a cause before I tell you what I need to tell you. And I need to know that what we say to each other right now is going to stay with us and the allies we pick up along the way.
I come bearing the voice of a few allies of my own whose presence I'd rather keep amongst them, but hold my trust, absolutely. But I would not speak for these people who stand here for themselves. But I do have trust for them on my side. I've fought with them in battle, and I have no worries.
Bognak just looks at him. He's added a new name to the Avenge list. He had Stenver, and now he has Orteo on his Avenge forearm as well.
Just cut up, girl. Cut up.
It's not looking great. He's like, I'm gonna buy a tattoo kit when I have enough money.
Or a Band-Aid or something.
But he just looks. Yeah, I'm supposed to wrap it. There's not a wrap here. But I'm gonna look at him and be like, fuck Fatal.
He is going to tell you Fendaga is alive. And
Yeah.
Fendaga was a leader in the party that was graduating, and she had high suspicions that no one is ever getting out of here. That something bigger is. Yep. MJ.
No. Penny's raising her hand as he's going. She's like,
and that she managed to find a way to escape the building, but she came back for something, and they found out how she escaped and that she was still here, and they've sealed it, and so now she's in here. The only way she is found outside this building again is through the ethereal plane, but the ethereal plane is swarmed with phase spiders. The school did not just hire phase spiders for Venom Run. Venom Run is a cover-up to have phase spiders to keep the only way out of the school sealed. They are fed and paid to destroy us. Now, Fendaga managed to get out once again, fighting off the spiders, and she's developed a good relationship. But if anyone is going to get to the ethereal plane, they'd have to fight their way through the phase spiders.
I have 2 points of reference to make.
Yeah.
For one, your plan is a little aggressive, but that's a boy thing. Why fight the spiders if you can just talk to them?
We've talked to them. They are well paid and well taken care of. Apparently, these spiders have nowhere else to go in the area, and instead of facing a mass genocide, they were hired. They're staring death in the face. I understand. They don't really have a means to do anything else.
Well, you speak of raising an army, and I hear of a bunch of spiders living in a alternate plane of reality who can just come and go as they will and act as secret killing machines. I feel like that's protection in itself if they were to work with you. I think you could help them see that there's more than just Dragontooth. Why just stay here and feed on us if we can get them to feed on everyone?
Because we are outnumbered. The teachers are much stronger than you think. If we can build up our forces on the inside and convince the spiders to join us, if we outnumber them, we think we can persuade them. But until we've got the numbers, I'm afraid they're going to go where safety is. Until we can convince them that we are the safety. There is a coup building from the inside.
Well, Fendaga started one already, so I assume you're just relighting the candle. I personally assume the candle never actually went out. Also, speaking of Fendaga, I suppose you don't know based on what you just said to me, so I will clarify. It is confirmed that the seniors do not graduate, as the three of us standing here. Our entrance exam was to kill the senior class that was graduating, or some members of them. Some of them were dealt with before we had to. And I do believe from putting things together, Fendaga and Numa, you may know the name, were other two we fought with. But they seem to be tricked, or maybe gotten advantage of. I wouldn't have particularly walked in that situation if I knew I wasn't going to graduate. Do you know why they did that?
We have no idea why Fatal is putting on this charade just to kill us by the end. Why not just kill us now if that's something bigger is going on? Now, Fendagas... Yeah?
I might have an answer to that.
What?
Well, B, you, and I don't know how you got a hold of this, and I'm still scared to ask, but a few weeks ago, you did shit something out. And Bognak thinks back to the note he read, and he's been thinking about it a lot, and he's like, over these past few weeks, I've been thinking, I have these coordinates, I have names, I have dates, I have years. I think there's memories in the Hall of Remembrance that can help us. I haven't had access, and I don't know what they are.
Fendagas spoke of 2 times that she was given by a senior that she was with, but it was interrupted by Fatal, where she couldn't get all the information. But she doesn't remember it. It was written down, but she lost the paper.
I know the numbers.
Listen, there's more. And I don't understand where they're at, but we're supposed to have Tailsa and Artazar and Ferris with us in a minute. But listen, Fendaga is still here. She is in the walls listening. It's how I'm able to know what's going on all the time.
Is she the one who killed Stenver?
I don't know who killed Stenver.
Well, I left a note for somebody that killed Stenver in the walls. I found the passageway. And I left a note telling them not to kill another friend. And they said, go fuck yourself, basically. They said I couldn't trust my friends.
I don't know. I'll talk to Tailsa and see if we can get some information from Fendaga. But all I know is that when Fendaga got in here, she gave Tailsa... told her the only way out was through the ethereal plane. Tailsa was paying Unarin to buy a bunch of ethereal plane potions. But you guys killed Unarin.
Not me. I was playing Venom.
But
Correct.
It's fine. It's fine. We can still pull enough money to buy this and build a coup from the inside. Artazar has given Fenda a tattoo of protection so she can't be spotted by magical means. No location finder, so to speak. We've got a small group, but for right now, it's just us and Tailsa and Artazar and Ferris. And... Okay. I'll be right back.
Are there other people in this? He says it's just us. Are there other people up here besides us, or is he just talking?
No,
to us?
You guys are all alone.
He said there should be.
He's still talking quietly.
They just haven't come up here yet. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Just wanted to check if you
actually.
on
Yeah.
this side.
Oops. He's gonna go. Stay right here. He's gonna go back to the stairs to go get them because they were definitely down there. You guys definitely saw them. When he goes down to the steps and down them, doosh, 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 all the doors are going to start to slam shut. The doors on all the floors above you, everything will slam shut. And you're going to hear this female voice and up in the sky.
Mage armor, bug armor. I'm not playing around with no fucking
Okay,
shit.
up in the sky, you see that
know.
same dwarven lady that was just talking to him. She's kind of floating in the air. She just kind of pops into existence. And she's going to say, Aviv, Aviv, you motherfucker. You think Artheon would let you get away with this bullshit? He knows that Fendaga is here, and he is going to find Fendaga, and he will fucking murder you. As she laughs up in the air, she just puts her hands out, and this big bubble...
Wait. Did Aviv make it in the... Did Aviv leave, or is...
Yeah,
or
he
did
left to go get
stop?
the other ones, and now all the doors are shut.
But she's
No,
talking
it's just the three of us.
She's talking... Yes, she is talking to Aviv.
But he ain't in here.
Yes.
That's what she's about.
So
No,
she's-
I'm watching this. Y'all are in the other room.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm in the big room.
The trap is happening down. I thought the trap was happening in our...
No.
Wait,
It's,
What's happening to the three of us?
It's happening to 3 of you, and she is floating way up in the air, and Aviv is not there, but she's talking to
But
Aviv.
she's talking to Aviv.
All right,
Okay,
this
got
big
it.
bubble of protection around her, and she's going to pull this like emblem necklace that she has. Actually, what was it that What was it that Haroldine Flowers had that everyone wanted to know what the magic
you
item
son
was?
of a bitch. The necklace.
The
It
necklace.
was a necklace. That's right. She's going to pull it out, and it's just going to radiate this light as she gives this evil laugh, and it'll disappear from her hands. And then from above, through that red force field, falls these like large plant-like lizard things with vines out of the head, and these like frog things
monsters?
with these
Oh,
like
no.
slippery big tongues. So it's 4 of those viney large monsters and 4 of these smaller toad-like monsters. And with that, we're gonna go to a bathroom break and roll initiative, and we'll come back for combat.
Is she in this room?
She
Or is
is-
it like some sort of presence.
She's
of her?
floating up right below that force field, so I think
So
it's
she is physically there. She's just
She
unaware
is-
that it. Okay.
yes.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding. I wasn't like some sort of like projection through the wall of her. I was like, make
Nope,
sure she was
she
there.
is there, way up in the air.
Got it. Cool.
All right, I'll give 15 minutes, and we'll be right back for some combat.
Can you add an extra 15 so I can roll up a new character sheet, Scott? Or
Get a V.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Adventure of Silver Episode 8. Right now, we are in a fuck situation. Right now, B, Bognak, and Penny are waiting for Aviv, who has just went downstairs. But lo and behold, the room has been sealed off and trapped. Haroldine Flowers is using her very expensive item to summon these horrible, terrifying creatures. And now we are in the middle of combat. This is how the turn order will go. The frog-like things are called a friggin, and the large plant-like monsters are called a leaf-and lizard. So, a friggin, leaf and lizard, B, a leaf and lizard friggin, Penny, a leaf and lizard, Bognak, then friggin, leaf and lizard.
hey, Scott, friggin' you.
Friggin' you,
I
bro.
don't understand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hit me.
Plant lizard, you, bro.
All right, so first roll is this one to the left of B. He is going to shoot his tongue out in a 15-foot range at B, and it is going to miss her completely. It is a leaf and lizard's turn. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic. This guy up here is going to... I should probably, like, make my thing bigger. So
I hear a good story has no climax. So if we just want to keep this just really
I know where that brain went.
chill.
Ain't nobody ever said that to you, girl.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So sometimes it's better not to climax, actually.
He just runs up. It's a B's turn.
It's like just edging. Edging and dragon.
B, get to the...
Edging
get
and
to the-
dragons.
B, I got a way to get us out of here. Get us... just meet me at the door. Meet me at the stairwell. We gotta...
Which stairwell?
the down ones!
You
The
can't
ones-
talk to each other. It is not your turn, Bognak. You shut your mouth.
I feel like it's free turn talk.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
on your
B's gonna
turn.
B's gonna run towards the what was it? The frog on
Friggin.
steroids. The friggin.
The frog on steroids.
I can't attack, right?
Yeah, you can.
You can
I
attack.
can.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
I'm going.
You
to
attacked the
whip
girl in the
out-
library.
I'm gonna whip out my katana. That
Ooh.
will erupt in flames around the edge of the blade, and I'm going to try to cut that friggin's head off.
It's friggin' head off.
All right, roll a friggin' attack. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun.
16.
16 hits. Roll your damage.
Cut that friggin'. Yes! Sorry, let me calm down.
Don't calm down. Get excited. Woo!
Yeah!
I'm just-
16 damage, baby.
Holy shit.
Is that all fire damage?
Yep.
How much of that is fire damage, actually?
No, so it does the regular damage of the katana, which is either slashing or piercing, and then an extra d6 of whatever damage type you choose. So
That's gotta be max. That's gotta be a D10 and a D6.
It was
right?
it was a D10 and a D6.
so it'd be
yep.
it would be
Ooh.
6 fire. All right, cool,
Okay,
cool, cool.
bet. Is he gonna burn because of
Uh,
that too, or no?
he is
Like,
not
he
burning.
on fire? Is he on fire?
you have more movement and a bonus action if you'd like.
Okay.
B, get angry. Get angry, B.
I was about to say I'm gonna go into a rage for my bonus action.
All right, she's full raging. All right, leaf and lizard. Which one is it? All the one up. Oh my gosh, get out of here. 5'10". He's gonna go up to the wall. He's going to go up the wall 10 feet to the next floor over the railing, and then move over 10 feet closer. So I'm going to put a dot on this guy. A red dot means they're on a higher floor. And the higher the floor, I'll put more dots on them. It's the friggin' guy's turn.
I hate that.
This dude's going to move 5 and then shoot his tongue at Boggy. And that is a hit. Bognak needs to roll a strength saving throw.
Cool.
He's like my favorite. And you're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
17 and Jesus, 9 damage. Okay.
Okay.
17 strength save.
You are good.
Okay.
So it flies for you and attaches to you, but you bump it off. It is Penny's turn.
Penny opens her mouth and vomits a swarm.
Delightful.
And the swarm moves over to this guy. Beep.
All right. Let me give you a
and
swarm.
Yes, give me buggies.
Buggies. I'll give you a more colorful one today. There you go.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh.
It's like autumn leaves.
Yeah.
That's so my aesthetic.
Little fireflies.
So 19 to hit.
Yeah. Ow.
And then you do 4, 5.
Which one is that? That's okay. Number
26
3.
points of damage.
How much?
6 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And Penny
I
will
thought
back
I thought you said 26.
All right.
up.
And move
I
back.
rolled lots of ones. 3 of them were ones to be exact.
Okay, bubbity beepity boo. This guy up here is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and he is going to shoot venomous spit at Bognak. Oh, actually, I have to. Actually, I don't. Actually, yeah, he can do it.
Is this a poison or a venom?
It misses.
All right, well, it doesn't matter then.
It's a venom. And
a
it is your turn.
Bognak Bognak is going to run for the stairs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't want to do this, but I will. Action surge to make sure he gets to the stairs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to get to the stairs where this door is and pull out his portable ram. Which the portable ram is an item I bought in the very first episode, which gives you a +4 to breaking down a door. And if another character comes up and helps you, you can roll it with advantage. So he's basically going to pull it out. He's going to use his bonus action to give himself to second wind, because he's 9 points of damage is not a joke to a second level character. So that is 9 points back exactly. So I heal back up full, and I'm gonna yell for B to come help me knock this door down. I'm gonna basically hold my action till B gets to me, and then I'm gonna slam the door with her help.
Cool. This friggin' up top is gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He's just gonna use all his turns to dash.
My bug is gonna use its reaction to hit this one as it passes by.
Okay, cool.
Got it. Oh, another
19.
19.
That hits. 35, 40, 45. He's just gonna run that much closer. No, actually, he's gonna 5, 10. He's actually
9 points of piercing damage to that one.
9 points of piercing to number 2. That will be the seeing that attack. That other friggin's just gonna use his regular movement to get that close and use his 15-foot range for his tongue. What is the armor class of the bugs?
That is a 12.
It misses. The bugs move out of the way. It flies past it. He misses. It's the leaf and lizard's turn. He is going to spit. Oh, no, he's not. That would be tricky. He is going to move up closer and use his tail to attack it. That is also going to miss. And it is a
What?
Good gosh, they're rolling so bad.
It's on the same space as that thing. Can it smack the thing?
This friggin's going to try to bite B, and it is. Oh my God, are you? Oh nope, that one is going to hit, and it is going to hurt you, Minnie.
Minnie.
It's going to do 14 piercing.
Raging, so it's half.
So it's half, so only 7. And then it is a leaf and lizard's turn. You guys are getting slowly cornered.
Think strong thoughts. Yeah, we're staying in this corner. So I hope
This
Zord's
guy
down,
is going to
otherwise
get closer and try to hit these bugs with the tail. That's a nat 20.
Well, if that happened to anybody, at least it's the bugs.
Yeah, for real. It's going to do 7 points of piercing to the bugs, and then it is B's turn.
Okay, B is going to run to Bognak to help him try to ram down the door.
Cool.
Cool.
So yeah, I was holding my action to wait for B to come help me. So let me
Advantage.
advantage with a +4 on a strength check.
That's
So
what I'm
let
talking
me
about.
so let me get the.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hopefully this rolls right.
Trip said, fucked him up.
Well, thank God for advantage.
Trying to get that door open.
Okay, so that's 15 plus my strength, which is 3 more, and I really think this is the time to use that D4 student die
From
Venom Run.
From Venom Run.
So for an athletics, I assumed I don't know if this would be an athletics or a strength to tear down the door. It's
athletics.
It's athletics. Okay, so it's actually a +5, so it's a 20 already. But I'm not taking a chance.
So rolling that
this.
D4.
Yeah, I'm still rolling that D4 just to add everything I can to it. It's a 21. But hey.
So the lock doesn't break. It just breaks it inward like that. And so as soon as it breaks, it breaks and all the pieces shatter off, but just like pause in the air, wah, and start wiggling. But it's got this temporary hole open as you hear the crowds downstairs.
Is it big enough for B to crawl through?
I was about to see B's.
It's big enough for both of you to go through.
Okay, yeah. If I've still got movement, I'm out the door.
Yep.
Yeah. B,
right.
Get out of here.
Bye.
B is out of there. It is a leaf and lizard's turn.
Penny, come on.
Is that the one on the stairs? Crawling on the wall, actually. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's the range of the venom? 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, just on the wall. It's a friggin's turn. The friggin is attacking the bugs with a bite. So 12 that hits is going to do.
God bless those bugs.
10 points of piercing damage. And then it is Penny's turn.
Penny, come on, we got an entrance. Get out of here. Get out.
Okay, I can't hit these buttons on this thing.
Oh, sorry. Don't go yet. Nice. I almost had me forgot. So, as it shattered open and the pieces are wiggling, in the air, they all go back.
That's not fair.
Okay,
And you hear laughing from fucking the witch of the east upstairs in her bubble or whatever that bitch is.
Question. Can I ask
Can
a
we
question?
see her
Even
up
though it's
there?
not my turn.
You can ask me a question.
Am I still in combat technically, or am I not? Like, can I still like participate in this, or am I like out of combat now technically since I'm outside of the door and it's like shut again? No.
You'll still abide by combat timing, as in your movement in seconds. But if you on your turn want to tell me what you're doing outside of it, you can. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
And I like to imagine as Penny's running up, it like seals, and she's like, "Fuck you, Scott." I mean, who's Scott?
Penny, I got you out of here too. Don't worry.
Yeah, she steps to this wall, and she looks at it and she's like, "All right, if you're trying to get allies, I advise you to step up and do something about it right now." To the wall, and then she'll mentally do something to the wall, and then mentally, it seems we're being attacked. I need some assistance from Aviv if possible. And then that sounds like an action at that point. And I'll use my bonus action to have my plants, or to have my swarm attack. That was so hard to think about.
Penny, get down the stairs. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm yelling up from the bottom of the stairs at her.
The door's it's sealed off, right? We can't.
I can get it again. You're getting out of here. I'm not.
Yeah, it's sealed now, but I think he's gonna do it again.
Yeah, I mean, she's sitting there on the side of the stairwell, but she currently sees that this thing is closed, and there are 8 things coming at us, and she's like, I don't know if you're gonna get that done fast enough. So she can't stop fighting these things that are trying to kill her.
You can.
So she's.
I don't want to leave you behind. Mechanically, you can hold a reaction, hold some movement to jump out the door as soon as I slam it open.
True.
Yeah, I mean, and that's on the assumption that you
can hold your
get the
action.
door open. That's what I'm. That's worried about. She's worried about you not getting the door open, and then 8 things having turned to attack us. It's like not gonna work out either way in her brain. So she's like trying to get some sort of assistance, but she's there to like. It would just take her movement to step into this, which she hasn't used all of it. But like, she's like,
You gotta trust me. I'm not leaving behind.
Okay,
But also,
you're not having full conversations in combat.
It's a Scott question because I said that I felt like talking was my action, which is why I'm just using my bonus action.
No, it's a free action to talk. Free action to talk.
Well, it's only because I spoke to Fenta and also spoke to
Me.
what's the names, because I was like doing that. So I was just like not.
You
trying to
just
do
yelled
too
it
much.
really fast.
Great.
Yeah.
Then I will. Then I'll hold my action, but bonus action is gonna be have the plan. It's still gonna be the same thing. So I have the form attack.
Cool. So free action is if that door is bust open, you're jumping in.
That's my held action. If this door gets open, then I will.
Cool.
16 to hit.
16 does hit, yeah.
Yeah, and since they've reached lower than half health, so they do half damage now. But they do.
That is.
I rolled 2 1, so 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage. Ouch. Okay.
She's standing on top of this stairwell thing, like.
All right, Leaf and Lizard, that's right beside it, is going to attack the bugs again. The bugs are a smart idea. It's creating a distraction. It misses. It's Bognak's turn.
Yeah, I am once again asking for advantage. I am here today as a simple businessman.
All right.
The chat.
Bernie
Please
Sanders plays
send
D&D.
advantage.
Silver Fox Webb, I know you're listening. I know you're.
Spend the coin.
I saved your daughter, please God.
Thank you. That was my daughter.
Yeah, he's like, hey, that was my daughter, not you. So I'm gonna try and ram the door again.
All right.
Let me get to the item. Please, dice Christ, bless me this day.
Here we go.
Okay, so that is a 19.
Yeah, it breaks open. The same before. It is open. The free action is activated. Penny jumps in the hole.
Bognak follows and holds it shut.
As soon as you go through, it shuts. You guys are out of combat.
Bognak yells, "You fucking idiot! You sealed yourself in!" And then he's going to sprint down the stairs and say, "We have a failed murder. We have a failed murder. We have a failed murder."
Already, Evening Plume is like floating in the air towards you guys. And like he's coming right at you and just goes past you guys and just like waves his arm, and it looks like this like large like psionic blade comes out of his arm. It splits the door in half and it shatters to the side as he goes out and just like spins up in the air. And as you watch, you see him float all the way up towards her and just get into this like fucking magic blast fight with Heraldine Flowers before inevitably takes her down and slams onto the ground. And all of these beasts just like hover up in the air and mentally just talks to all these animals. You see them floating up in the air before they come together. And he just turns and looks at you all peeking out of the door, watching this whole thing going on. And he just turns.
If it's open, Penny's like standing in that doorway, like,
He just
Bitch.
turns with this psionic blade, just swings it very quickly, and all of the animals, their heads fall off, and he lands on the ground, and just puts his hand up, and the body of Heraldine Flowers, who's like weak on the ground without that bubble around her, just slides on the rocks all the way up to his hand, and like he's not grabbing her hair, he's like his hand is just on her head, but he just pulls it up, and she's underneath it, and he stands her up and takes his hand down, and around that time, Inger comes up. And he says, "We have an unsuccessful murder, Inger." And she goes, "It's been weeks." You see she drags Harold. He's like, "It wasn't me. I was paid by Artheon. He knows. He knows what's going on." And the teacher's just dragging her. She's kicking and screaming. And everybody downstairs is quiet as they take her up and pulls it up. Inger's eyes roll back in her head. And she goes to the postings board and takes one of the papers off. And behind it, there's this hole that, expands into this doorway. And she drags her body inside. All the students are gathering around the doorway watching. It's like this hole that leads into this hallway. It doesn't make any spatial sense. As she walks in, and it's just rows and rows of different types of humanoids frozen into statues. You see in the front is Kincaid in his like suit, frozen in statue, looks like he's screaming with a mask over his mouth. And she stands up, Heraldine, and she says, "Any last words?" And she goes, "You don't understand. This isn't my unsuccessful murder. This is Artheon. He paid for..." And turns her to stone. And she turns back and looks, and all the students are like, "Doo, doo, 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 doo." And she walks out and throws the paper, and it lands on the posting board with a thumbtack in it, and the door is closed. And she says, "We're not fucking kidding about the unsuccessful murder." And it pulls out of her pocket, "Congratulations, the new student council president, Aviv Trath. Representative of Barrelhorn, Bognak T. Bruiser, representative of Varagrim, Penelope Flora." And then she names all the rest of them, and I'll tell you what that is.
I don't give a shit. It's not me.
I'll tell you the rest next time. And she says, "I advise everyone, burn into your brains what you have seen here. This is the punishment for an unsuccessful murder. Be successful, or be eternally in my room of death."
He leans over to Bognak and said, "Did she just say I was successful?"
I think she said we're all successful.
Artheon walks over to her and whispers
He's
in her
successful.
ear. And she says, "Don't worry, Artheon. Nobody believes Heraldine in the slightest. You are in the clear." And he just turns and smiles. And she says, "And is there a bee? Bee here?"
Everyone looks at B. Like,
The crowd sparks.
Bognak is kind of holding her on the shoulder. It's like,
do you know that's you?
She's going to say, "I assume it was not a murder with Isalela. But from now on, finish the job."
It's like, "Who's Isalela?" to Bognak.
Everyone else is leaning away from you.
I don't know. It's only my third day out here.
The student council will form when we come back next episode. Oh, by the way, everybody level up to level 3.
What?
Let's
Can I
go!
give you a thing, Scott, since we level up?
Yes.
I got a moment because I know what I'm taking. So
Give me a
level three,
moment.
level 3, I get my Warlock pack. My bugs are still factually in that room. They, for the first time, got hit, went lower than that thing. Penny just like saw those plants get killed, and for a moment loses her cool. Full on like Carrie screams in the hallway, and if you look at her, you see her like reaching a hand back to the room where the professor split the door as she's resummoning these bugs into her left arm. And B will recognize like the thing that she was doing in training, and these bugs form into her arm, and it starts to like eat her arm away, and it turns into this black shadowy hand. And Penny takes the Eldritch Pack Shadow Hand, so now her left arm is completely encased in like dark necrotic energy as she sells her soul more to her patron because she's like she had no physical strength. She's like, I need to be stronger, and she's like, bet. And so her bugs go into her arm wounded and like start to transform into this dark, not pretty thing that she has on her arm now.
Mother of golly.
And she takes her warlock pact. Level 3.
Yes.
I think Bognak. I'll say on the same token, Bognak goes up to Inker and looks at that statue of the girl that tried to kill him and his friends, and he's just like, I'd like to dissect that one personally, Professor. As he's going to go into Battle Master, so he needs to understand the body a little bit more to dissect it better in combat.
Yes, story made mechanics.
Yeah.
But you won't be able to see that girl because the doorway is closed. But you saw her.
I did see her, but I'll just be like, if I could dissect her personally.
All right, when we come back next episode, we will go over what is happening in the council. We will have our first student council meeting. We will also play out some more Venom Run games. We will skip forward 4 weeks.
Jeez.
And we will show what is happening with some people now knowing of Fendaga. That means we're coming up to our first test.
Exam.
We're coming on our first exam.
The one thing I want Artheon to win for, no exams. That sounded great. I'm not gonna
Yeah, you're like, damn it. Actually, we'll come back. When we come back, it'll be the day before, so those who choose to study can study. So that is what to look forward to next time. So for those in the council, I guess just you two, start thinking of some things you want to do, and I'll show you how the votes are going to work. Yeah, and that's it. Anything else story-wise you want to close out before we come back on this lunatic campaign?
How does Aviv say anything to the 3 of us after we fought this bitch for him? Is there any sort of like,
Mr.
good thing I
President?
can trust you guys, or just like,
very much.
I wouldn't know where if he's really bad or if he's like, okay, they didn't die, cool.
I think he's gonna give you one of those like,
my bad.
sorry about that. I didn't plan that.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Also, I would just like to give a shout out to Erica's dad in the chat who said, "Yes, I am still watching, and thank you for saving my daughter." Did not give it minutes, just gave a shout out. So.
And he probably doesn't know how.
He's like,
I'll
what?
teach you. He probably doesn't know how.
That's
Again,
hilarious.
I'm gonna filibuster all the time for these. So.
But yeah, mechanically, Penny can make melee spell attacks with her Eldritch Hand, and it does necrotic damage. So, cool things. So now I can make a range attack with my opportunity attacks without having to cast a spell.
Yes.
Slap you with my evil arm.
So
Evil hand.
I'll start telling you when we're gonna jump through time, so you can prepare things you want to do. Don't expect that I'll do it all the time. I'm gonna try to surprise you with all right, you go to sleep. You want to do a short rest because you're gonna have to fight something else next. Stuff like that. So don't get used to it. But now you know how we're gonna do it. So
with time travel.
With that being said, I'm so excited we're coming up on our first exam. I want to thank everybody on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube for watching us. Had a great time. We will see everybody next time for episode 9.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you guys.
See you, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
And second level spell.